We
No,
are live.
I'm asking with the live button. I thought
Yeah,
you were
the
talking
live
We are
button.
about.
currently live right
No, I was waiting for you, my guy.
No, I appreciate that.
But you here now.
now.
It's a new day.
Yeah, word. Don't
Like the
worry.
wrestling crew. Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Things be what they be.
I mean, they do.
Where
People
is
don't think the universe be the way it is, but it do be.
hey
That was the
every
most.
time?
That was the most ghetto Socrates shit ever, yo.
Hey, yo, I
Hey,
saw that meme with Neil deGrasse Tyson. They had that. They call him science man. And the meme, like, people don't be thinking the universe be the way it is, but it do be.
it do be. It do be every time.
It's a constant.
Facts.
Ain't shit changed.
Facts. I gotta damn. Where's my ship? There we go.
Your ship.
Yeah.
This nigga got a ship and shit.
I mean, you do too, nigga.
Oh yeah, I did.
Oh, yes, I'm a
Yeah, I'm playing No Man's Sky.
yeah, I figured.
I have numerous ships.
I realize I have to like throw it on every now because I literally don't have time to play it the way that I used to.
I don't even be.
But I realize I got to throw it on every now and then to keep my settlement moving.
Oh, you doing
Yeah,
the,
yo, that's
with the
basically
new
what I do.
startup shit?
Yo,
That's
yeah,
what I do.
I got to keep my town, fortified or whatever.
Right. So
Nah.
I log in for like 20 minutes
Yep.
Nah,
and go ahead and take care of that stuff. Go get my freighters
The reason why-
missions.
The reason
and-
why I didn't update and all that shit is because, like, yo, I know I'm gonna let my shit go to shit.
right.
Already.
What up, Betty?
Hey, Betty. Like,
Hey.
What's up, baby?
and she on Twitch. That's what
Hey,
I'm talking about.
Hey, you see the logo.
You know the vibes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
What it be like? Yeah,
I'm only sharing it from Twitch. So
yeah. I mean, no.
just saying, I'm only sharing it from Twitch. They got to move.
Negroids.
They got to move.
Yeah, but this ain't the top. Still do the YouTube for
Listen,
now.
I'll put the YouTubes in the comment, the first comment.
That's fine. That works. That works. That absolutely works.
I need for people to get on board with this Twitch thing.
Absolutely. We also need to like do something with the Twitch thing. We need to actually
put the
put
branding
stuff on there. Yeah,
Yeah.
because that completely slipped my mind this week.
Should we also do?
Oh, absolutely.
Should we also
Shut
do-
up, Eddie.
You don't even know what I was going to ask.
I know exactly what you. I heard you, my guy. OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I heard you, my guy.
No, nigga. You play entirely too much.
No, I'm just saying, like, that's some
Entirely too much.
Like, it ain't just like porn shit, you know?
No, clearly we
And we know
that.
this, but it has
Okay.
nothing to do with the
but
public
people-
perception. As
Right.
Yeah. People think like, oh, we
Like,
we showing our dick.
Team Eddie and SBJ got an OnlyFans.
Oh,
right,
shit.
nigga. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Like, nah, B.
Like,
I
slow your roll, my guy.
Slow
I'm
down.
just saying, like, we always talk about like, yo, how like content creators should be on multiple platforms.
Yep. All that.
That
No,
All that sounds amazing, but here's the
that's
thing:
it's great.
that will never be.
Put the Twitch link in the YouTube description. That was a great idea, Betty. I don't know how to do it, but that's a great idea.
Matter of fact,
Pin it. No, pin it. You know what? You can pin it in the comments. Hold up.
All right.
Yeah, but we
Okay.
need to also do that on Facebook too, though. Like pin
Facts.
the YouTube on the Facebook. You know what I mean?
No, the Twitch on the Facebook.
No,
We're
but I'm just
advertising
saying-
the Twitch.
No, I get it, but we be on Facebook too. This shit ain't
No, I'm saying no. I'm saying advertise the Twitch on the Facebook.
Yes.
yeah.
I'm
that-
agreeing with you.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Just pin it, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
Because that should be like literally at the top. You know?
Right. Yeah, that's the move. That is the move. Not sure why none of us thought about that.
I've been thought about it. I just
So why you ain't saying nothing?
We might be dumbasses.
It's not helpful.
I mean,
Right.
I just thought
You
it
could
would
be
be pushed
dumbasses.
back.
Likely is the answer. Not could be.
No matter of fact, I did say one time, but I was like, I did it through
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
I did it through a
Was anyone listening to you?
I did it through yeah, and nobody listened. Nobody paid attention. So,
I'm saying, were you in active conversation with any? That's the question I'm asking you.
Oh,
yeah, because y'all was like, "Oh, what's up, Addy?" Like y'all was like, "Oh, this nigga's here," and I was like,
And you just randomly busted out, yo, we should put the Twitch on the Facebook.
"No, that's not what I'm saying. I was saying like you should pin the YouTube on the Facebook shit, like pin that on the you know what I'm saying on the YouTube live shit. That's all I was trying to say.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Because I tried to do it one time and it didn't work because I guess I don't got the keys, but you know.
Should that matter?
I don't know if it does.
pin
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
I don't know who could pin what. You know what I'm saying? Like
on
I don't know how
Facebook,
that
you
shit
should be
works.
able to do that.
I thought so, but I don't know. I don't know.
Because I've pinned. You should be able to do that.
Yeah, on Facebook, yeah, you should be an administrator.
So even with the Twitch shit, we like pin the Twitch shit to the Facebook shit. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Yeah. Because even when the like comments and shit are scrolling down, like that shit will still be at the top. You know?
Yeah.
What's good, Bo
Absolutely. Flex? What up, Bo Flex?
Bo Flex.
Aronium. Cryo pump. I need a quantum computer.
So here's the thing, right?
You have a quantum computer for me?
We don't really have those right now, currently.
I'm talking about the game, you ass.
Oh.
God.
No cap. I thought
you
you
plebeian.
Real life.
I
was about to be like, yo, yeah.
You plebeians.
Listen, I just want Rat Man.
Yo.
What it be like?
Appreciate that, Biddy.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hold up. What link should I share? Should I share the YouTube?
All of them.
The YouTube link?
Both of them. Both of them. The way I did it on Facebook is I shared the Twitch, and then in the first comment, I put the YouTube.
I'm gonna just share whatever y'all niggas share.
Well, you can do that.
That's a good practice. That works. That works. Not mad at that. I'm not mad at that position. Cryo pump. How many units you got, Tim?
9. Wait a minute. I got almost 1 billion.
Good shit.
Yo, listen, I saw this guy made this house on Twitter. Hold up. Fuck this. Because no, I want to show the people.
Oh, okay.
Like this shit here.
It's pretty damn dope.
Yo,
you should probably stop coughing, Eddie.
That would help.
It's not really good for you.
Coughing is bad for you, my G.
Yeah, I mean,
yo,
it's absolutely a violent response to some unwanted stimulus. So
it's really bad for you, B.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, wait a minute. Let me move this over here.
Like, go ahead, chill out on that coughing, my guy.
Yeah, that coughing thing ain't really. That ain't it.
It ain't the move. So you just gonna ignore us?
Pretty much. That's how he gets by.
All right.
It's because I knew I was coughing, so I didn't.
Oh, you were still coughing. My bad. I didn't realize that.
You just saw it. You know what I mean?
No, I wasn't looking at the screen. Nigga, I told you I'm playing No Man's Sky. You're on this screen. I'm looking at this screen.
But I know you didn't hear me though.
No, I heard you cough at first.
Yeah,
and then I didn't hear you no more. I didn't realize you muted it.
Yeah. I was trying to be, respectable or whatever.
No, I was looking out for you. I wasn't talking about the noise.
No, thank you, fam. But like, yo, I'm on to I can't like be like, yo, like there's a button, like, yo, don't cough.
You could though.
But there's no button, like there's
no. I know it's no button, but you.
I know. I could not cough, but
right, you can always just not cough.
It's better out than in.
Not necessarily true.
You don't know that.
Blood kind of belongs inside of you.
Oh, when it comes to coughing though, no.
It can.
I mean, it depends. It depends what kind of coughing it is.
Right.
What? No, fuck that. No, y'all trolling. Fuck that.
No, you can cough up blood. You absolutely can cough up blood.
And it can
that's true because I done that before. But what I'm saying is like, it's like right now it's literally like better out than that. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
that's only because you haven't reached the blood stage.
Look at this shit right here, right? So I wish Twitter stopped being ass. And when you first put stuff up there, it be in 1080 or 720, and then they downgrade it.
They're not gonna do
But-
that, fam.
That's
But
never gonna happen.
this is the house that somebody made, and Sean Murray shared it with a lot of the newer building
That's just fine.
materials. This is insane. This is
I
an
would,
insane.
I would literally live there.
So I'm looking at
It's
some of the
absolutely
things
ridiculous.
he did, and I'm like, yo, they don't have sinks here. But no, what he did is he took the one little light thing, and you can scale it in size. It kind of looks like a sink, so he scaled it small, and he made a bathroom sink with it.
Yeah.
like, yo, the level of creativity and time consuming that this took, right?
Yeah, them folks be having time, fam.
This shit look at this
Yeah, that shit,
multi-layered.
that shit decked out, fam.
Thanks.
Look at this shit.
My thing is, I don't have the time for it. But I would.
Oh,
wish-
really?
I would-
Tell
Listen,
me more.
This puts my my four walls. Look, I thought I was doing something with this house I
No, you
created,
couldn't have.
right?
You couldn't have.
Man, this is
You know better.
But see, I hadn't even
You knew this was a thing.
it made me
Nah,
Nah,
stop.
yo.
It made me
You knew
stop.
this was a thing.
This
It
is
made
like
me
some
stop.
shit that should be in the hills in California and shit. Like,
Right?
That is what that is, though.
But
Yeah.
That's California. That's California
I
2147.
guarantee you he named this. I guarantee he named this Iron Man's California loft that he had.
I mean,
like, yo, this shit is look at the
you wouldn't be but so far off.
yo, that shit. Hold up, go back to where you was at because that looked like it got a refrigerator in it.
So he went
They
upstairs.
got everything you could possibly imagine.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fridge.
I'm just saying.
He got a hot tub. Come
Yeah,
on, B.
A hot top in the crib. Though.
He has indoor plumbing, my guy.
Oh, man.
Look at the
It's impressive. It's mad impressive.
It's ridiculous.
It's absurd.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's absurd.
And then you see, like, because what people don't understand, like, you're showing them all this shit,
Mhm.
but with No Man's Sky, like, you have to like really put things where they have to be. So I was just noticing how they put the lights there.
Yeah.
He was meticulous as hell.
Some of these guys are architects that play this game.
Yo, for real.
Bowflex, this is No Man's Sky after 5 years of DLC. Like, it's bananas.
Hold up, does DLC count when it's free too? Or
Yes.
does
Yeah,
it-
it's still downloadable
downloadable
content.
content.
Cool. I was just making sure because like most people like when they complain about DLC, it's like, oh, because I gotta buy this shit after the
Right.
game came out. But
That's
I
the
didn't know,
only
like,
complaint about DLC.
I just
Yeah.
thought that when it's like DLC in the other way where you ain't gotta pay for it, I thought it was just like you just updating this shit. You know what I mean?
No, it's the only legitimate complaint about DLC is when it
Facts.
costs money.
Yeah.
Facts.
Because if it's trash, you just don't have to use it.
There it is.
I just didn't know that both of those were the same. But that's
Word.
cool. That's good to know. Yeah, okay.
So I want to see if I can do this.
Spoiler alert, you can't.
Oh, I believe you. I don't believe you.
Oh, okay.
I think you need more people.
No, I'm
Wow.
fine with the people I have.
That's a Nas.
I never want to be around more. No,
Oh,
more
damn, yeah, you
people
know
is
what?
rarely
You know what?
is rarely ever the
It's-
answer.
Yo, you know,
in
so,
retrospect, yeah.
Gus, but
Yeah.
you know, so Gus, like Jigga said that shit. We don't believe you. You need more people, but he really only like had like beans and meat. I mean, yeah, Memphis Bleak.
Nigga, I would disagree. I think he had a bunch of people. These are the people he presented to us, right?
No, but that's what
But
I'm saying. Like, so, but
a lot of people.
like, remember, like Queensbridge had the Queens, like the QB finalists that Nas like helped produce and all that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, they had people. So,
Yeah, I mean, people ain't just the people on the record.
no, I
It's
get that. I get
bunch
that.
of motherfuckers.
But I'm just saying, like,
You
need more
We
people.
counting horse as people? Like,
I mean, maybe it
Nas's people weren't known.
was
So, like,
no, but I'm
Facts.
saying, like, they did the
Facts.
whole QB finest album.
I get that. That's not the point that I'm making. You existing doesn't mean you're known.
No,
I'm
it
not talking
doesn't.
about being known, like Jay-Z.
That's what I'm
like,
saying.
yo,
His
you
people
need
weren't
more
known, so
people, like,
right.
yo, like for beef, like, what makes you think that Nas don't got people for beef?
I think that's a misunderstanding on your end.
Yeah,
How?
I think we don't believe you. You need.
I don't
more
think that's what that
people.
meant.
I don't think
You're
that's
not-
what it meant. Beef.
He meant like for he didn't mean
verification purposes.
Verification. Like enough people can't. Enough people not vouching for that.
Right.
Nah, but
They're
what
not
I'm
saying
saying,
that's true.
but that's my point though. Like, if he's talking like that, all right, fine, have that. You know what I'm saying? But on the other end, like, I don't think you could like act like Nas don't got folk. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, don't do that.
No, again, I think that's a misunderstanding.
No, I said I agree with that. I said I agree with that.
What am I looking for?
I don't know what are you looking for over there.
There's the settlement is getting too big.
No such thing.
No, I mean, I'm not. It's not a complaint. I'm just stating the fact that it's grown to the point where there's a construction site that I cannot find.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, have you started messing with the No Man's Sky thing adequate? The new update?
No, he said he don't got time. B, where you been?
Yo, I don't have time either, but
no, but he literally just
20
said
minutes.
That, is the point that I'm making.
20 minutes.
No, I could update it, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna play it. Like, I have no time, fam. Like,
you have no. Do you have the time?
No. The answer is no. He literally
the last time I played the game was the last update for
It was
Avengers. Shit. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
War for Wakanda.
Yeah, and I played it like 2 days in a row because like I had time to do it, but I really don't be having time to just like.
What I try to do. What I try to do is get in there, like SBJ said, 20 minutes.
Yeah, get in, get out. Like I'm literally about to. As soon as I check the settlement thing, I'm about to turn the game off.
No, but the thing with me is, like, if I'm gonna play a game, I'm going to play the game.
Yeah, but you can change that. That's a you thing.
Yeah, that's a you thing.
No, but I'm not going to change that.
Okay, then suffer and don't play. Right? Like that's like I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is that's completely up to you. So like you can just not play the game, which is a weird flex, but okay.
No, fuck that. I'm gonna play.
Okay, again, that's your prerogative. But I'd rather have some of a good thing.
All I'm saying is I'm not playing the game for 20 minutes and dipping out.
Like, I hear you. Again,
I can't I literally like mentally I can't do that. Like
no, that's not true.
Good.
I can't.
That's not true.
That's not how my brain works.
I hear you.
It could
my
work.
Brain don't work like that.
It could.
I hear you.
I mean, it could if you chose. You know,
you adequate, my nigga.
I mean,
you forgot who the fuck you are?
I believe he has.
That shit hard, but my brain don't work.
He like I like what you're saying, but
I really can't do that. It's not really something I can get behind.
Oh god!
Instead, so I was wondering if I could do this right.
It's choppy, but that's probably
yes, because it's not choppy on my screen, so it's probably trying to compensate. I just wanted to. Yeah, I showed you the contrast, like that house, right? I want to show you the project I started.
Yo, I don't even have a house.
And then abandoned. Well, see, no, I was trying to add on to the township.
Well, this is what I did. I moved far enough away to where I could.
Right.
And I dropped the computer base.
Right.
I mean, a base computer. And the only reason I did that was so that I can make a landing pad. So I had my landing pad.
Right.
And then it's nothing.
It's just that's it. That's not it. Because I don't even remember the name of it now. No, that's not it. Damn, see now they're making it difficult for me to find because I switched towns out. I switched towns out. No, I just said fuck you. I'm out.
Fair enough. I mean, you could have given it a memorable name. Like that was completely.
No, but they changed the name back. Once you give it up, they changed. I named it San Pedro. Yeah, it is funny. Yeah, it's what they did.
Why'd you name it San Pedro instead of Sandro Pay?
This might be it.
Eddie gets what I'm saying.
Eddie gets nothing.
You're muted, B.
You're muted, yo. We don't hear you. We still don't hear you.
Now you're just really.
The Sandro Pay shit. That shit was funny as shit.
I know. I saw you react to it.
God damn. You gotta
Oh damn! Of course, it has to be raining when I get. It's always raining when I get this motherfucker, right?
See, that is the one thing that Minecraft will always. Well, I ain't gonna say will always, but currently has hands down over No Man's Sky. If I go somewhere and it's raining, I can just basically go in the house, and if it's dark enough, I can go to sleep, and it won't be raining when I wake up.
How long does it take for you to do the sleep mechanic? Is it like
15 seconds?
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah, like 15 seconds.
Are you assume like what is the regular like weather on that?
Okay, so the regular weather on this planet is not. No, it's not normally like this, but it does this. You know how it has the weather cycles.
It's the heated storms,
the heated storm thing and stuff like that. Well, this is like the boiling puddles, rain or whatever.
Right.
But another reason I left this town after building it up.
What's that boiling puddles? That's actually hilarious.
No,
but
like, what's the regular?
The regular is it's a paradise world, right?
Yeah,
it does have
because I know like you're the type of nigga like if you're going to build something somewhere, it's going to be some paradise type shit.
No, yeah, it is, but it isn't. Meaning,
I'm on a paradise moon.
I got one of those too. I don't like when the filter, the regular atmospheric filter, really is just trash.
What up, Keith?
What's up, Keith?
Jada, what they do, bro?
Yo, I gotta talk to you.
So it stopped raining, right? So look, this right here is the town that I at one point had because I just wanted to start a town. So I found it. I said, cool. Now, during most of the day, the atmosphere looks like that. It's all red and hazy. But noon and morning, it's a nice blue sky. So I got tired of looking at that shit, right? So the moment you give up the town, all of the improvements you make go away, right? So I started another, when I owned the town, I started another outpost way off in the distance over there, right? So I tried to build a road. Hold up. You got to see this nonsense here. You got to see this nonsense because I'm just not a builder, B. I tried. I did what I could do, right? But I'm not a builder. So I started a road. I said, I'm gonna start what I'm gonna build back here, right? I'm gonna build back here.
Going on over there, my guy.
Then I told myself I was gonna build a bunch of houses all along the road, and buildings and stores all along the road, and then it was going to lead up to the town. Word. So the main building, this is my administrative building. I built that myself. I'm going here real fast.
You clearly need my help.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm not a builder, B. Like, I'm a nomad. I'm a nomad. You know what I'm saying? Like I travel the galaxies, you know what I'm saying?
So you're not Bob then.
No, I'm not. I'm not, yo.
That's not. Yo.
I'm just not.
Okay.
So I built this house, right? Well, whatever this is, administration building. So y'all all saw that last house that I showed that was on Twitter, right?
Yeah.
This is mine. I planted.
It's not terrible.
I planted these trees.
Not for an administrative building.
And this this is me trying some new shit, right? With the canopy thing going on here, and then I go in the building, you know, the little vestibule part.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
Like, it looked like a derelict freighter. Like,
no, it does.
Sam, like, listen,
it does.
This is not someplace I would vacate.
It looks like a derelict freighter.
Listen, but listen.
Where's the light, my guy?
Yo, that's the other thing. I got lights here. These are lights along the wall.
Lights here. You don't have.
I got lights on top, but it ain't working. Yeah, it ain't working, right?
What is? Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a builder. I don't know. I tried to step out of my comfort zone, right? Because ordinarily,
shit looks like the streets of South Carolina. Because like, they don't believe in street lights. Yo, James, you been down here?
I've been down there too, nigga.
It's true though.
You know, but I tried to step outside my comfort zone. I said I'm gonna start making rooms inside the building. So I made a room, right?
Is there any light in the room? Let's see. No.
Look, and I got the light. The ceilings are low. Yeah, I got the light right here. I don't know. Listen, I got lights in all these corners.
Yeah, you might need to update or something, my guy, because I don't know what's going on.
No, every house is literally dark. Like everything.
Why is there no light?
It's dark like this.
So you gotta get more likes, my guy.
Keith said it needs a woman's touch.
It does, right? It does. Look, so while I was building,
then that means James, you can't help him then.
Yeah, I can't help you.
While I was building, before all this was up, and I just had
yo put out floodlights outside of the fucking
listen, that was for the construction when I still had the scaffolding up and all of that, right?
Okay.
At night, I wanted to still build at night, so I put these.
Right.
You know what's so funny about that? That's how I know we're gamers, because I would do the same type of shit too. Like straight up.
Yo, so I'm telling you, this is why I'm trash. So I put this silo up here, right? For no other reason other than to make it easier for me to find.
No, that's real shit. No, that's real shit. No, I ain't.
There's no door. There's nothing.
I hold you on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What you need is teleportation.
So you can't even get in that shit?
No, I didn't make it.
No, it's a silo. Yeah, it's a
silo.
It's effectively a lighthouse.
Yeah.
So I quit this planet because I don't like the red haze during the middle of the day.
He took his ball and went home.
Took my ball and went home, and I found this new world. Right? I found this new world.
So you did all that work for no reason.
Yes,
basically.
What else? I got a whole universe. Like I don't know.
That's true. But that's not. Hold up. See, we can't give niggas like you space. That's the issue. You can't, because it's going to be shit all over the place.
No,
like
it's a fact. It's a fact.
And uncompleted projects all over the place.
So I felt like, right, what I'm doing is I'm helping to contribute to the sightseeing. Like,
I don't think it works that way. No, I don't think they want to pay to go inside of dark ass buildings with lights in it. Like how the fuck did you manage to have a dark building with lights in it?
I don't know.
I would not vacate there, even on No Man's Sky. Like,
no,
listen,
if
it was a real.
This is my new one.
Listen, that's fire.
See,
I don't know what the setup is.
It's a moon.
It looks nice.
It's a moon, right? Right up, you can see the planet.
Man, moons be winning for real.
The moons be winning, yo. I got my fleet up there, guarding my shit, right? You
happen to have one that's really close to the planet.
For
so
right. Like, that nigga looked up, that shit was right there.
I like that shit. No, my moon isn't as close to the planet as that is.
Oh yeah. Mine is like
it's close, but it's not that close. Like there was one I found that was even closer than that one. It was so close that you couldn't fucking pulse drive between the planets.
That's crazy.
Because anywhere you are between those two bodies,
the planet is there.
It's blocking. Right.
Yo, Bowflex, you're absolutely right. It's trial and error. I tried it. I was in error, so I moved on.
But
not in the traditional sense.
But you know what fucks me up though, Toon? With you, what I know about this game, you always try to find a paradise planet.
I do. Yo, listen, I like those other little weird ones too to adventure in. Nigga, but if I'm gonna build a base, it's gonna be someplace that's nice, nigga. I'm always on vacation mode.
Why you try to build a base there though? Like
right?
That shit don't even look like that's someplace you would be at. Like even in real life.
Yo, you know what? That's when I first.
In real life,
that's when I first got the install, the new update. Mm-hmm. So I was just looking to try to see what the functionality was, right? So I found that. And matter of fact, I looked for it for a couple of places, couldn't find it, and then I said, you know what, I'm just gonna settle for this one, and built it there. And after I built it almost all the way up, I got tired of the boiling puddles. I got tired of the red haze doing that. Yo, why is I don't like that.
So
I want some blue skies. Blue skies.
How far
smiling at me?
Okay.
How far ahead? Because how far ahead is NMS versus Star Citizen?
All right, so that's a good question. So,
I mean,
I'm gonna give both of them their flowers, right?
Right.
And I'm gonna start with No Man's Sky because I'm playing that now.
Mm-hmm.
So, No Man's Sky is, for all intents and purposes, a finished, I'm saying that in quotations, game, meaning it has gameplay loops. It has a solid foundation. The thing is, though, kind of similar to the way I think Star Citizen is going to be, they're going to always be updating this with new features, new shit like that, because I think that's just a new thing to do, right? And they did this to cover their asses because they gave us such a piece of shit in the beginning, and it wasn't anything it was some of the stuff they promised, but it wasn't nowhere near everything that they promised. This game is fun because it's a sandbox game. I love space, both the cosmos and having a lot of gameplay area, right? But you got to fill it with stuff. I feel like No Man's Sky did that. They filled this up. You got mad planets. They every time they do an update, they do something with the procedural generation that makes stuff more diverse. So if you a person like me that likes to travel from system to system, now I have a better chance to see more different things. I still run across some of the same planet types, but now they're more kind of jumbled up where you'll see a combination of things, or then you might see something you never saw before, right? That is dope. I fucking love No Man's Sky for what it is. For me, it allows me to travel and go every fucking way I want to go and do anything I want to do, pretty much. Star Citizen is not at that point yet. However, Star Citizen has certain things in it that create unforgettable experiences if you're into that sort of thing. Like that photorealism is nuts. You flying in space and it looks like actual space. When you go into the atmosphere and these planets look photorealistic, like you're actually on a fucking space shuttle coming from someplace else to go into the planet. The structures they build there on some of these worlds and these cities, that shit looks amazing. And I've never seen that in any type of game. But it doesn't have enough gameplay loops for me to be on it all the goddamn time. Right. So what I typically do is I go in when there's a new update to see what the new feature is, see the state of the game. Okay, give my feedback, right? Send in my feedback, and then I'm off doing other things. Also, with this, like James said earlier, what he can do, go in for 20 minutes, do what he needs to do, be out because he's a busy man, right? You can't do that with Star Citizen. Because they're going for almost like a real-time type thing. Like everything.
Simulation.
Even traveling from planet to planet, it's just like 10 to 15 minutes to get there. It's like, yo,
I'm not doing that shit.
And mind you, no. Let me add to what you're saying. Hold on, let me add what you're saying. Not only is that 10 minutes to go from one system to the other, it might be 10 minutes for you to get up out of your habitation thing, go down the steps, go to the subway or whatever the transportation thing is. Go to the port, spaceport, call your ship. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not doing that shit.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
I'm just saying, like, just even traveling from planet to planet, that's just it's like at least like 15, 20 minutes. So like literally when I was doing that shit with you and Gray and all that, yo, I was cooking at the same time.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, I got time?
You do.
Yeah, let me whip this shit up real quick. I'll be back. The fuck.
Biddy says we started with 8-bit Space Invaders. Now we hit right. I think about that. I think about that all the time. Like, like, listen, processing power is a motherfucker. Right? Yeah. Right? It keep evolving. It keep evolving. But nah, you're right. Like for me, I don't have the time. I literally don't have the time for that anymore. And look, I actually like
never gonna play that game.
I like that. Me personally, I like that sort of shit because I've been wanting a simulation type thing, like that for years. But my life does not allow me to do. I can't do it. I can't do it. Can't do it.
Yo, I don't like real life enough. No, real shit. I realized that. You know what made me realize that?
What's that?
Saints Row.
Because
the first time I played Grand Theft Auto, I was actually in Kenya. It was Grand Theft Auto 2 though. It was before they made the transition. But back in Grand Theft Auto 2, it was still like a taxi driver,
right?
And those type games. It wasn't really it wasn't open world yet.
Right.
So after I got home is when GTA 3 came out, and oh my god.
Oh man!
Oh my god! And then over the years, the Vice Cities and the GTA 4s and the story of Fat Tony's and
right,
and all those things. And I was like, yo, I love this. And even though it still had the ragdoll physics and all that stuff, it was relatively sim.
Yes,
relatively sim.
James, you know,
and
I'm gonna say this: the fact that you brought that up, the gay Tony shit and all that.
Like,
That's one of my favorite GTAs.
Yes, sis. That was No Man's Sky. That was No Man's Sky.
But then
they
Saints Row came out.
No, fuck.
And I played the first Saints Row, and I was like, I was wrong.
Right.
I was wrong.
Right.
I thought I wanted simulation.
Right.
But this gave me arcade, free range, open world sandbox, and I was like, nah, this. I still love GTA.
I love GTA.
But this,
because
they coming out with a new Saints Row.
Yeah, they are. GTA is just a lot of work. Saints Row is extra for no reason, but it's so much easier to play.
It's so cartoony.
Yeah,
it is. But it's so extreme.
I played this shit. The Saints Row. With the dude Johnny, what is his name? Johnny whatever in Hell. I love that game. And then they got it like when they're like in outer space and shit. Like, what the why? That was why the fuck?
Saints Row 4, I think. That's when I realized
they're extra.
What I was actually looking for was tasks.
Yeah. You are a objective.
Yes.
To be honest with you, I want objectives to be. You can decide to do them or not, because sometimes I don't want to get locked in. I don't want to be locked into the linear. Do this to.
But that's why it has to be a sandbox game.
Right.
Like that's why it has. Like I don't necessarily want. Like for instance, which game was that? I think one of the Rainbow Six games. One of those military games when it went from. When it went back to being an on the rail type thing that just so happened to have 3D graphics.
Right. What's up,
Whoa, what up, Palm? When it went back to being that, I was like, nah, this ain't what I want. Because you telling me every single move I have to make, and I have to do that in order to progress. Nah, give me a story, sure.
Yes,
but like give me a scenario where there are a bunch of objectives that I can do, and then there is a main quest. That's why I loved Skyrim so much.
Right.
Because there is a main quest.
Exactly.
There are hundreds of objectives,
and I can choose to do none of them.
Yep. Absolutely.
Let me let's explain for Jaden there. He asked, can you break down what you mean by simulator versus the arcade for open world? Yes, simulation means they're going hard to try to get a one-to-one between real life and the game. So even if it's not a strict one-to-one, it's close enough where you're going to expend a lot of time doing even mundane tasks, because in real life, mundane tasks take time, right? They take time to do. You know what I'm saying? Whereas,
for instance, where you'll have a game like Need for Speed,
right?
You have a game like Need for Speed,
right?
Which is one of those that finds that fine line between the two.
Yeah.
And then you'll have a Formula One game,
right?
Or Gran Turismo,
A-Spec 3, where you had to like you shift gears, the steering is realistic.
And when you go to try to customize it, you have to be careful that you don't make it too heavy in certain places. It's a lot. I don't want to do that. I don't want to.
There are times when that works for me.
Fuck up your car, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Hey, turn your audio.
It'll fuck up your time,
Eddie. Turn your audio.
My bad.
Turn it up a little bit.
My bad. I'm good. Is that better?
A little bit more.
A little bit more.
Yeah. There are times where I'm down for that.
Yes.
There are absolutely times where I'm down for that. But the vast majority
of the
time,
I want to be able to choose, though. I want to be able to choose.
I want to be able to do something. No, it would be more like the difference between NBA 2K and NBA Street.
Yeah.
That would be a better.
I want to be able to choose. Like classic example, playing the Spider-Man game for that came out for Sony, right? For PS, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I get annoyed when I keep getting notifications from the game to go and run and do something, when all I want to do right now is swing around and catch criminals, random criminals as they pop up. It annoys me on Marvel's Avengers to have to keep hearing the goddamn AI tell me, go this way for the such. No, I'm exploring. Shut the fuck up.
Right.
Leave me alone. Don't
now,
I want a choice.
Now I feel pressed that I have to do it.
Right.
The thing is, I'm going to do it because I feel like, yo, this
tell me what the fuck to do.
There's
my
going to be something at the end of it that's like beneficial for me.
Right.
You know?
This is my gaming session,
but nine times out of 10, it ain't that beneficial. Like, you probably get some new shit or whatever.
It's moving the story along.
It's moving the story
ready to move the
and they're
story
pressuring you to move the story.
Do that shit.
Yeah, especially after the developers took this time to build this detailed world. Any of you that ever played the Spider-Man, New York, it's crazy.
It's its own character in the game.
Own character. I want to explore it. I want to see what the people walking down the street say and the way they react to me when I come. I want to explore the whole thing.
Yo, you walk past them and they talk to you.
Yeah, they go, could you sign this for my kid?
Yeah.
Or then some of them don't like you.
You can like literally interact with them too. Like you can press a button and like,
they go over there and give them a high five. Like I want to see what the developers stuck in here. But if
what did you put into it?
Pushing me along to the next
put into this.
Right, I'm gonna miss it. So
another example is GTA. If you hit somebody with a baseball bat, they will fall over.
Yes.
Saints Row, if you smack somebody with a sledgehammer, they will go flying.
Facts. That's what I'm saying. Saints Row is super duper extra for no reason. Extra. But I love it though.
Right.
It's mad extra. But the only thing I don't like about Saints Row, which I think that James was saying that he likes about it, it's less linear. It's more like, yo, you have to do this shit and make this accomplishment to level up and shit.
Oh, wait. Sis just said, can I just tell y'all the gamer depths Danny has lovingly dragged me to?
Nice.
I now have the Vault and Destiny 2 apps.
That's funny.
God.
That's funny.
Listen, I understand.
Oh, then watch us on Twitch. We're making a switch.
We're making a switch to Twitch. We're making a switch to Twitch. Now she has a Switch guy. Yo,
yeah. Say that again, Eddie?
No, like, because when you were saying, like, what you like about Saints Row, like the objectives, like you like being able to accomplish like the shit to level up.
No, that's not a Saints Row thing. That's a in general thing.
No, I'm just saying for that game, like that's how that game is. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's the same as GTA as far as objectives.
No, but what I'm saying is, and hear me. Like, if you do something for it doesn't really matter. Like, it doesn't like if you do something in GTA, and there's objectives and shit, it'll still be cool. Whatever. Like, you still could do what you do because you could get money and all that shit. Whatever, and pay for.
Sometimes it also unlocks weapons. It unlocks certain cars,
areas of
the map. Yeah.
Like, if you beat that mission in GTA, but with Saints Row, there's certain things that you have to do to unlock those.
Yeah, that's the same thing in GTA.
Not for listen.
What I'm saying is like if you beat the mission in GTA, you could unlock some shit.
No, you don't. No, that's. I think the disconnect here is there's a bit of both in both. Like, I'll give a classic example. Right. Just driving your car in GTA will eventually give your experience points behind you. And that's not without a mission. Yeah. That's without a mission. Just shooting, just fighting, just running.
Right. But what I'm saying is with Saints Row though, like they like certain objectives that they give you, like it's like, yo, if you do it this way, if you get amount of whatever points or whatever, you'll get this afterwards. So sometimes you have to do that shit over and over again. But I feel like it's less pressing.
like mining the.
You feel me? But with GTA, like you're not gonna really care that much to like do that shit because like, oh well, I beat the mission. Like, I'm just keep it pushing.
It depends
like,
though, because
that's a choice though.
That's what I like about it.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like, I feel like with Saints Row, like certain shit you have to do in order to get things.
Oh, in order to.
With GTA, you might not care more. You know what I'm saying? Because it's less pressure. That's all I'm saying. It's less pressure to
I don't think so. I don't see what you're saying.
No, I think what I think he's saying is, are you saying the Saints Row, in order you will not be able to do a certain thing unless you complete a certain objective here? Like,
because you know how like they show you like, oh, this and this and that. This is where you at. This is like, even if you beat that shit, this is what you didn't do. I mean, all games do that, but I'm saying like with Saints Row, I feel like it's more pressure. So like, if you really want the thing, like if you want the prize for if you complete it a certain way, you got to keep working hard for it. With GTA, like I don't feel like it's that type of pressure. You know,
let
like,
me ask you this. I'm not a Saints Row aficionado. Let me ask you this. So in GTA, they do have certain strict things about how certain objects have to be, but how you get there is really up to you.
Like, that's what I mean. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Is that the same for Saints Row? Like, how you do that? Like, you could choose to fly there. You could choose to ride the thing there. You could go in with a sniper. You could go in with a weapon. But whatever, as long as you do the objective, that's the point. But you can get there any way you want. Is that the same?
Yeah,
it's the same with Saints Row. It's the same. But it's
that's what I'm saying.
I just feel like Saints Row gives me more pressure. Like, because it's like,
I don't know why.
Know why? Because Saints Row is so different from GTA in the fact that like, and I'm not trying to.
Does it have more linear objectives like Palm X? Is it more linear objectives?
Yeah, it's more like, yo, you have to
do certain of them,
and then it's mad repetitive. So it's like, yo, once you understand that about the game, it's like, oh damn, so I gotta do this thing that I did before to progress in the game anyway. Like even with the story too.
You talking about? Okay, hold up. You talking about mini games?
Got you.
No, I'm talking about like even
they have a lot of mini games. I don't know. I don't know about the story. No, but they do have a lot of mini games that are
too, even with the mini games. Like
no, but the mini games are a part of the story.
No, I get that.
With the mini games, you'll have certain times where you have to like
you have to do some shit to get
and it'll be like
the part of the fucking
you have to win this race.
Yeah, like the
next boss you have, it'll be a very similar race.
Yeah,
you gotta win this race.
Yeah, you gotta win this race, and then
those are mini games.
No,
okay,
no,
I get you with
all that. That's all I'm saying. Like, I just feel like, because I love playing Saints Row. I just feel like Saints Row puts more pressure on me than GTA does. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think it does. I think you put that pressure
saying for
on
me.
Let me ask you this.
No, nigga.
Let me ask you this.
Because you don't have to. No, that means you do it because you don't have to do it. The game isn't like you can't play unless you do this thing.
No, I didn't say that. But the thing is, I'm a gamer. So
where's the pressure coming from?
Because I'm a gamer and I want to do it.
So it's you.
I said that already.
No. That's not the game putting pressure on you. That's you putting pressure on you, nigga.
Nah, that's the game. Fuck that.
No, it's not. It's not.
Fuck that.
No, you literally just said no. You literally just said no because I'm a gamer, so I want to do it. Yeah, that's you.
Because
that's a you thing.
But I feel like most gamers feel that way.
Feels the pressure.
Okay,
yeah,
but he did it. That's not the game putting pressure on you. Nigga.
They made stop playing.
No, that's not. No, I'm not playing. That's not the game putting pressure on you. If there's a completely all right. Let's for instance, because Saints Row does branching. Thank you.
Branching missions.
Puts pressure on himself. They have branching missions, right? So if there's a mission at a branch and you could possibly do both of them, what it sounds like he's saying is, I got to do both of them. So that's the game putting pressure on me. No, that's you putting pressure on you because you don't have to actually do both of them.
Well, let me ask you this about that, though. Let me ask you this about that. Let me ask you this about that. If you don't do those two, do you miss out on some shit?
That's what I'm saying.
But it don't change. It don't change your experience thing. It doesn't.
You get more because you've done something more. But it's not like
does it lack out a part of the story? Like you don't get that?
No.
Well, what about items? Do you get? You don't get
that part though. But you might. You might get items.
Yes, either way.
You know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is, as a gamer,
either way, you will get the item.
I love to.
So you'll still get the item.
Yeah.
All I'm saying as a gamer, I love to play the game. Okay. So like, well, the game.
But it's a sandbox game. So you can still play without doing the objective.
No, I
there
know
are
that.
objectives that
so
you
that's
don't
why,
have
like,
to
when I lose a few songs, I'm like, shit, I'm gonna just go to the next thing. All I'm saying is, it's a lot of pressure, nigga.
That's
Like,
not,
what I'm saying. No, it's not like it's not like something intense.
No,
what I'm saying is like, yo,
he feels the pressure.
they made it intentionally
okay
for that. So you could try, so you could keep trying and shit like that. That's why I like shit like
that's just like GTA. You just might be a better GTA player than you are a Saints Row player.
I mean, whatever. That's not my point.
Nigga, what the fuck? No, it's the same thing as GTA. If there's a mission that you have to do in order to complete the objective and you fail it, you have to do it over. It's the same thing.
Fam, but that's not what I'm talking about.
That's literally what you just said, though.
Is it?
Yes, you just said if I fail it, then I'll be like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna do something else.
Yeah, and okay, fine.
It's the same thing.
No, but all I'm saying is it's.
So you're saying is the mission is harder.
I'm just saying,
So
like,
you might be a better GTA player.
what I'm saying. I suck at gaming. Like that's all. I'm
No,
saying.
you don't. No. It doesn't mean you suck
all
at
I'm saying,
gaming.
like, all I'm
You
saying,
might just
like,
be a better
I get
GTA player than you are a Saints Row player because they are different play styles.
No,
like
I'm
completely
not.
different.
And you might have a preference. You might have a preference because
I like them both. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, you can like them both, but lean a certain way. Like I do,
right?
Yeah, because I like GTA more than fucking Saints Row. But I fuck with Saints Row when I fuck with Saints Row.
Absolutely.
It's just the repetitiveness of Saints Row is like, yo, like when people like used to complain about, oh, the games be repetitive and all that shit. I first noticed that shit with Saints Row, but I'm like, yo, but all games are repetitive. Like even if you play
no
shit
way
like
that you first noticed. Yo, you
no.
Yo, take that fucking head off, my guy.
Hey, yo, fuck you. What I'm saying is, I did like of course I knew it, but it didn't bother me until somebody said it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh shit, games do be repetitive.
The power of suggestion is really strong.
You know? So when I noticed it, but it doesn't bother me though. I'm like, still it didn't bother me. I'm like, fuck it. But when I noticed it with Saints Row, I'm like, yo, this shit is mad repetitive. But it's fun as fuck though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's fun because
it's the way you chose to play it. That's cool.
But I like the fact that there's a choice to that's my like linear games don't really do it. Depends on what the game is. Like I classic example. So if it's a superhero game and I'm playing it like I'm reading a comic book, so I expect a certain amount of linear progression.
Hold the fuck up. Point of order, sir.
Don't do that.
You play Marvel's Avengers, not you two.
Yeah.
You play Marvel's Avengers. That is one of the most repetitive games that exists.
And but the thing is, I understand.
What's the thing? Because there's no sandbox mode. It's literally different skins.
Did you not hear what I said? I understand it's repetitive, but I enjoy playing the game. Listen to what I'm saying, though.
Listen to what I'm saying, though. But listen to what I'm saying, though. That's like the entire game.
I know, and that's why I don't play it often.
But that's not even a sandbox like thing to do. Like there are two main modes. And they are the same thing effectively over and over again. You get the enjoyment out of it from the lore and the characters, and
I just like beating and smashing.
Yeah, I just like fucking shit up.
Right, smash.
I like breaking shit. Like even in real life, you know what I'm saying?
That's why real shit. Okay, all right, calm down.
No, it's true.
But that's why I loved Crackdown. Niggas didn't necessarily.
Remember the one with Terry Crews? The one. I'm thinking maybe I'm thinking of a different game. Because there's a game I could have sworn
that I've been avoiding. Cruz?
Yeah, I've been avoiding it because of that. He's in the game.
There's a fuck. No,
I've been avoiding it because of that.
Hey yo, Toom.
Palm is funny.
I have to shout out your petty, Toom.
Who? Palm is funny.
I have to shout out your petty. You're not gonna play the game.
No, I'm not.
No,
I fuck with it though. I love it.
I want to look at this.
That's why I'm like, there's a game with Cruz because I need to know about it.
Have a good meeting, man.
I need to know about it so I don't mistakenly play it.
Yeah, I saw this on the Xbox thingy that we got on our PC.
Gears?
No, that wasn't Gears. No, I'm about to pull that up.
Palm funny as shit.
He is
Eddie Frost.
Hey yo, Palm, I'm gonna come see you, fam.
No, I need you to figure that shit out and let me know as soon as possible.
Yeah, yo, because you don't want to play that. I saw that shit and was like, no, I'm not playing this. I'm not playing it.
You know what we failed to do?
What's that?
We didn't start the pod yet.
Thank you.
It's about to go on an hour. We've been talking about.
Actually did that.
We were talking about games, yo.
Yeah,
like, did that last time.
But that just shows you, like, yo, we are like that though. Like,
nigga, we play.
We forgot the responsibility.
But to top it off, I want to be able to do what the fuck I want to do in games, with the exception of games that, like I said, comic book games. I'm into the story, so I know I got to move linear to get the story. Yeah, but even with that,
there's an exception to every rule.
Right, but with that, I still would have like a Spider-Man game. It's open world. You created this big sandbox with all this detail in it. Stop pushing me to the next objective, nigga.
Facts.
I'm trying to see stuff.
Yo, the only thing, you know what I wish that with the Spider-Man games, you know how like GTA is, like you would go in stores and all that shit. I wish it was more of that.
I said the same thing
because it's always just like that. Only if it's
part of the mission. You can go
you know
into but for my money, GTA could use a bit more fully realized building.
Yo, like with the newer versions of GTA, because you remember the older GTAs, you could go into a bunch of shit.
That's true. That's true. But the newer ones, they look great.
They sacrificed the power for the graphics, I guess.
That's exactly what it is, I think. I think it's processing power. But, the more process power they get, the more I think we'll see something like that.
It'll get back to that.
Yeah, it'll get back to that.
So, let me just before we get into the intro and all that shit, I just have to ask that. Yeah, because we was talking about, like, we like games that's non-linear. I like games that are.
It depends on the game, though.
It's on the game.
Okay, so this is why I'm going to ask you: have y'all ever played any of the Soul series, like Dark Souls or Bloodborne?
No.
Y'all should.
I feel like wait a minute.
Is it like a Diablo clone type thing?
I'm not sure because I never played Diablo.
But isn't this one of the types where like the difficulty level is super high?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
You gotta really level up and then I'm not playing at a farm and all that shit. Like
I'm not playing.
Okay. Stream don't like farming, yo.
Yeah, like you really gotta farm on that shit.
Like I said, there's an exception to every rule. There's
this other thing I've learned about myself. This is the other thing I've learned about myself as a gamer as I've gotten older. When I was younger, it was all about the challenge.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm trying to relax, B. I got
but them games is though, like you fight a lot. Like the smoke be real in the beginning. You know
I completely get why people like
that. I just know that you know that.
I don't want to fail.
You
all
gonna
the time,
be tight.
Yo.
Like
I don't want to fail. Like I want a comfortable level of. Yeah. I'm trying to relax, B. And
then they fucking like when you die, they put that shit. You die like bloody letters and all that shit. Like shit makes you feel some type of way.
Listen,
I don't want to see that shit.
I don't want to be feeling that way.
And not only that, like, because the thing is, you have to get like, because I'm talking about both games. Like you gotta get souls and you gotta get dark. You gotta get blood echoes. Yo, if you die, you lose all this shit that you just attained.
Yeah, see, that's frustration.
And then you gotta go. Then you gotta fight through them niggas that you got them from. To get to the point where you let them shits out where you died at.
Not gonna do it.
It's mad annoying.
I play games to relax.
That's why niggas be like, yo, just get good.
I know niggas be saying
well, sure. Yo, that is the solution.
That's what bothers me though. This is what I mean by people being petty, right? And trying to push their shit on other people. Mm-hmm. There was people that had a serious problem with the idea that any one of the games like that could have a difficulty thing on it. Right. No, because this game is meant for then play it at the highest setting. Why can't you allow the next person to play the game the way they want to? If they want to play it easy. Like, yo, shut the fuck up. Yeah. Look, Napalm says, man, if GTA 6 ain't coming out till 2025, that shit, but every building be available.
Yeah, you better be able to walk through everywhere.
Let me just remind y'all.
No, hold up. I want to make an amendment. I want to make an amendment.
25 is not that far away from now.
It's not. It's really I want to make an amendment to what you just said. I'm still going to troll Addy if he play on a lower level of difficulty. Okay.
No, I don't play on a lower level.
Yo,
I said that's not what I said.
Napalm said, I'm trying to enjoy the game, not have an aneurysm.
my bad, James. Like, I just thought you were talking spicy. Like,
see, that's exactly why I'm going to do it because it triggers him that much when he thought I said it.
Nah, man, relax, B. Like, come on, man.
That's not what I said.
I misinterpreted. Like, damn, players can't fuck up too. Damn.
Let's get this shit started, yo.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's get this intro above and beyond. Welcome everyone to the Black Culture Geese podcast. This is my man.
Stop it!
And Mike's not here. Oh fuck!
All right, let me do this. Listen, this run on is just too funny. Black Culture Geese is the thing this year. All right. Me. Okay.
I know.
Okay.
I already do it.
Welcome everyone to the Black Culture Geeks podcast. This is my man SPJ,
You
and my guy Adequate.
Yeah.
And I am Tombstone the Dead Man, and we are just a few geeks talking about pop culture from a black perspective. Facts indeed. Now we have a few stories which I have not looked at yet, but before we do that, we're going to find out from Adequate, what was your week like?
Yo, we already talked about it last week. I'm not going first.
What are you saying?
I'm paying homage. Like, you guys started this shit, so.
Oh, that's the new. Okay, that's the new thing. All right.
No, that's what it is.
That's his new excuse.
Why do I go first? Fuck that.
Because okay, whatever.
I just got here.
Shut up. My week. Look, this nigga has been on the show before, like back in the early days of the
right.
show.
Like, yeah, but you
know what I'm saying. But anyway, my week was fairly busy, as most weeks are. It's crazy because I knew it was going to be like this. Mm-hmm. The moment I said I'm trying to be an expat, and in order to do that, it's going to require me to go above and beyond. But saying it and knowing that that's the thing, it's not the same as actually doing it. Right?
It's showtime.
It's showtime, right? So because of that, super busy with different things, but some stuff is fun, but it's still work. Doing a lot of comic book writing, mostly lore, backstory, stuff like that. And you know, I really enjoy doing that because one, it does feel like you are in a sense creating a universe, but it also feels like sometimes me and James talked about this. When the inspiration is flowing like that, it's almost like you tap into a universe that already exists and you just chronicling it, just putting it down. You know what I'm saying? It feels crazy like that. Got some updates for the comic book. It is done as far as the lettering and all of that. Done. That's done. Currently, there's some other things.
Can I ask a quick question?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't the lettering like part of the hardest part of the comic book shit?
No, not even. To that point, we had our main artist, the head of the art direction, Joseph, to do the lettering because the last person we had, their life was too complicated or whatever, and it wasn't getting done. He literally did it between 2 and 4 days.
Oh shit!
Yeah. And this is not his favorite thing to do.
I would just imagine like it'll be hard because like the words and all that. Put them on the picture and all that shit. It's to not like block.
But think about that. And all that. Think about that though, Eddie. The rest of it has to be drawn as well.
That's true.
So you got to think about it. They have to do that same aspect with the rest of it. They have to make sure backgrounds and foregrounds and things that might cut off the view of somebody.
Right.
So I was just thinking that's a constant throughout the whole process.
Okay,
absolutely.
I don't know shit about shit. So
hey, listen. We didn't know either. I'm still learning things about this whole thing, this whole process. But it's an interesting process. Our approach to it is a little bit of traditional, a little bit of trying to add some new stuff to it, because you got to kind of stick out, right? You got to kind of stick out because there's a bunch of other indie companies out there
doing the same shit,
doing the same thing. Well, they ain't doing, we don't. But listen,
I mean, similar.
Listen, it's similar, and the difference between us and them is that we don't start from zero. Most of those indie, I got great respect for indie companies because you start a company, an indie comic book company, and at the beginning, nobody knows who your characters are. Nobody knows what you're doing over there, and nobody knows you. Most of these guys did not have a following for anything before they started doing this. So they really start from zero. At least with us, we have a music audience that is open to content from us. So we have an advantage in that. But just the level of detail when it comes to trying to create just a culture from language. SPJ over there creating languages and shit.
Yeah,
shit we doing. Like it's heavily detailed. It's a lot of work, but it's fun because once you figured out a certain thing and it reads really well, and it sounds really like thorough, you're proud of yourself about that. Like, yes, and it helps build other stories later on, right? So you get that first part of the infrastructure of a culture in. That's because that's basically what we're doing. We're creating entire cultures, planets with histories that go back thousands and thousands of years.
That's fire.
Yeah, when you do that, like it, once you have a good infrastructure, it builds other stories just like that. So doing that. Also, one thing I do like about this time of year, but it's also something that I don't like because I know what's coming.
Yeah.
Get up in the morning, go outside. It's kind of brisk.
Brisk.
That's that fall brisk. Now, later on in the day, it gets beautiful out there.
Yeah. Right.
Clear
Let
skies.
that shit hit 12 o'clock.
Sun hitting.
Yeah. That shit
It's dope. And it don't even really be that hot. Like, it wasn't that hot this week at all.
It'd be like in the 80s, you know?
Shit, we didn't, I don't think we got to the 80s.
We ain't touch 80. Yeah, we ain't touch 80 last week.
We ain't touch 80, yeah.
Oh, no.
Like, so it's spring-like, right? But the issue is it's cool in the morning. Right? It's cool as a bitch in the morning, right? So that's the reminder that it's coming.
It was in the 50s when I got out the house this morning.
Yes.
Yo, fam, when I woke up, it was in the 60s. I was like, the fuck? That's why I had my fucking hoodie on.
I'm mad at you because you feel as though you need to and that's because you come from Miami and your ass was wearing hoodies and shit when it was
shorts.
80 with shorts.
Nah, 70,
nigga,
70.
no, hell no.
Fabo!
What's
up, Fabo?
Exit plan VA is Gio.
No, I was wearing shit was like 70, not 80. Like 80's hot. You know,
nigga, I saw you. I synced it.
No, you didn't. Shut up.
I synced it.
No,
I synced it.
Shut up.
This nigga had a hoodie and a skull cap on.
Stop the cap.
And linen shorts.
And linen.
Are they linen?
Yeah, I think they were. Did they were B? They might have been denim. I don't know, but whatever the case is.
How would James know?
Yeah, you ain't know.
James know me back
No, you got
then.
the pictures up on. You got the pictures right on social media, yo.
Oh, so niggas be watching me. Y'all be clocking.
Fuck you mean? Of course.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Damn,
It is what it is.
Is it though? Especially when you appear on post with the whole Kim Kardashian.
Right.
Is it though? Is it really that?
I mean,
ain't no justification for that.
I was just trying to like keep the energy the same, like how I always do. So
no justification.
And you always
so we did the same thing.
We just tried to
Just
take a page from your book.
That's
Page
it.
from your book. That's all. That's all.
Love y'all.
All right, big bro.
Yeah. But also
you,
I
bro.
have been doing. I wrote down the template for my ring announce. My probably short-lived ring announce career. You know what I'm saying? I went and found some demos of ring announcers doing what they do, and I created a template. And now I just need to fill in everything with the names of the fighters, the referee, and the judges.
Yo, are you talking about what I think you're talking about? The VO shit?
Basically, it started out, it was one amateur show, right? And that's in November 27th, where Coach Calvin wants us to do a lot of the streaming and all of that for the channel for this fight, this card. And also he wanted me to be a ring announcer, right? So that's cool. All right, we're gonna do that. But then now it's turned out it's gonna be like 2 pro shows and an amateur show. So being that that's the case, I'm going to do it. Of course, pro shows, you get paid for doing the pro shows. I will do that to stack to make sure that me and my guy over there, you know what I'm saying, gets a bag out of it. You know what I'm saying? Sure. I don't know how long I'll be doing it, but depending on what the bag look like, I might do it more often if I get the opportunity. And if I get good at it, just to be able to stack.
Is that why you said what you? Is that why you said what you said in the group chat?
What you mean?
Like about it, like doing the videos, like.
Look, for me, all this is about stacking.
No, but because you're like, yo, I love this shit as much as like other shit that I do. You know, like.
No, I'm talking about comic. That was for comic books.
Okay. So then we ain't
you mixing metaphors.
You know,
crossing the streams.
All I'm saying is like I don't be like. Damn, that's
paying
attention. Streams. No, I don't be in the chat like that.
He got it.
I don't be in the chat like that. Like,
listen,
you know what I'm saying?
No, that's about comic books.
Okay, cool.
But this isn't that. This is one.
Bread. Yeah.
No. Hold on. I just realized what he said. No. I just realized what he said.
You know what I'm saying?
No, Eddie. Not ring announcer.
Yeah, ring announcer
in person.
So you're gonna be there.
Right.
I will be in the ring with a suit on.
That's why I'm saying the video, like the voiceover.
No.
You're gonna be there.
Yeah.
No, I will be there in the ring.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? Doing my Michael Buffer impersonation.
Hey, can we just make it clearer? Like, sometimes like it takes me long to catch up to shit.
I think the world.
I think that's clear. Yeah, I don't think that needs to be expounded upon.
Okay, cool.
Yo, Fab said tomb stacking for exit. Like,
No, shut up.
Word.
There's an amendment.
There is an amendment.
The amendment shall not be named.
No, it will not. Never.
Hey,
not saying it.
The amendment will not be televised.
This is what I gotta talk to you about off stream though, because ain't no point in talking about it now.
So why you bring it up?
No, I'm just letting y'all know, so at least one of y'all will remember, because I might forget.
Neither of us talking about me.
Right, I don't.
I got old man memories.
James will remember.
Why do you assume I'm gonna remember?
Because you remember everything.
Bullshit, my guy. Yeah, like, are you new?
See that look on my face?
Right. Are you new?
This nigga keeps receipts.
My memory is terrible. That's why I keep receipts. Because my memory is trash.
My thing is this though. I know if I ask you this shit, you'll remember.
Maybe that's possible.
But you normally do. That's all I'm saying. I'm not like a regular.
I just so happen to be I just happen to have the quote unquote best memory out of a group of people with bad memories.
Yeah, my shit is trash. Nigga tell me something 5 minutes ago, and they'll ask me again. I'll be like, what? What are you talking about?
Listen. Now the voiceover stuff. I did some more voiceover stuff this week too. For another.
And my bad for blowing up your spot, fam. Like,
what about voiceover stuff?
Yeah, because I thought you was talking about that when you was talking.
No,
about
I've been talking about
voiceover is stuff. Not welcome. Yeah.
Ass. No, B. I like doing the voiceover stuff. I do. But with that, I am getting paid to do that, and that's cool. I also like to do it because that could be a potential other bag down the line. It's not labor intensive, right? Not really, you know what I'm saying?
You're just doing this.
Facts.
Yeah, I'm on a mic. Yeah. But other than that,
hey, yo, Palm, shut the fuck up. I'm gonna call this nigga. I love Palm.
Ass, yo. He's ass. But yeah, like other than that, besides a bunch of that stuff, that has pretty much been my week. So, Addy, how was your week?
I ain't have one. Yo, James,
don't say I ain't have one.
You ain't have a week.
That's cold. Yo, listen,
you
my
have
guy.
a week.
Listen to me clearly. Listen to me clearly.
You ain't have a week.
Yo, that was cold. That was yo.
What you been up to, fam?
Yo, shut up and take these flowers, nigga. That was cold, my guy.
I don't know.
You'll say I ain't have one.
Give me trees.
What is you talking about? Give me I'm not a drug dealer.
He said ain't no week over here.
I said give me trees. I'm not a drug dealer. I cannot help you with that.
Damn it.
I might be able to refer you to a person or two.
Nah, not even.
Yeah. So
I'm just saying, if you ain't got a plug by now, like you ain't gonna get a plug.
Nah. So there's been an update. There's another letter.
Yo, this
nigga pulling out props.
We will be subject to
hold on.
federal.
This nigga did some Hollow to Dawn shit just now.
He did. He really did.
See you.
We will be subject to new federal vaccine mandate. The federal government, through the Labor Department's Office of Occupational Safety and Health Administration, I don't know why she didn't just say OSHA, is in the process of developing the regulations for a COVID-19 vaccine mandate for all businesses with over 100 employees. Our company, with over 300 employees, will be subject to the mandate. I don't really have to read the rest of this. I told y'all it was coming.
And it's here.
And here it is. So that's the one thing about my week. I came back from vacation to that. Such a pleasant surprise. Then what else did I do this week? This morning I went out shooting with Shafril.
Oh yeah, that's right. You was trying to,
bro.
What you was playing?
Burning the candle at both ends is not the move. What'd you say, Eddie?
Yeah.
What y'all was playing basketball? Like what you mean?
Yes.
This nigga.
Sure. That's what happened. That's what happened with Shafril. Yeah, with Shafril. I was toting the rock. Yeah, I was toting the rock with Shafril with the milk crate.
Hey, you hold it down, fam. You know,
in the alleyway with the milk crate. Telephone pole, gang.
Rest in peace to shit.
That. Okay. That's what you meant. That's what he meant.
There's another way to shoot right there.
Okay, I got you. So that happened. That was as fun as it always is. And we explored an area that is like really close. That I've always wanted to explore, but just
when you say really close, you mean close to where you live?
Yes, really, really close to where I live, like 5-minute drive away. But I've never really like walked around in it. So
you was in Lincoln Park Woods?
No, nigga, the other way, the other direction.
Okay, all right, got you.
Now, why would I?
Yeah. Lincoln Park Woods. Yeah,
that doesn't make sense. Like, why would I do that? That's not.
Because it's a lot of things to see.
I'm not photographing down there.
It's a lot of things.
There's a lot of things that I don't want to put on the internet.
There is a lot of shit there though.
I'm not putting on the internet. I'm not putting none of that shit on the internet.
No, but it's mad shit out there though, fam.
No, I'm good, my guy. Also, as Tim alluded to, I was working on comic shit and developed a language for one of the races of characters in my little pocket of the universe of the multiverse,
right?
The omniverse. What else? Oh, there's a list. I have a list.
You have a list.
Of course, you have a fucking list.
Because I'm going to forget. Otherwise, that's the point. Work. There was a guy.
Hold up. Do me a favor. Those of y'all that are still on YouTube,
make the switch to Twitch.
And while you're on YouTube, you might as well just click that like. Also on Twitch, they also have a like.
That makes sense. You're there.
Revolved. Good morning.
Facts.
There's a guy at work that doesn't know what a square is.
Wait. Like
no. I said what I said.
Like a cigarette, or you mean like actual like
a square?
Come on,
like what's
a lot of people don't know how to square up.
Like what's behind you?
Like
these things.
Wow,
oh, okay, that's special space. All right, what's up?
Hold on. How old is he?
About my age.
Yeah,
I think he's like a year younger than us.
Nah, he ain't living his life right.
He had no.
Listen. So I'm like, all right,
because I got too many names all over.
My supervisor, who's not my supervisor, got the call. Number one, I don't know why he didn't just call me. But whatever. Wait,
why do you want a nigga that doesn't know what's
no? Because it was because my she doesn't do this stuff. So it was just stupid of him to call someone that doesn't do what he needs done.
Yeah, that makes sense.
She's like, such and such. I need you. Can you take him a new monitor? I'm like, what's wrong with his monitor? She was like, yeah, he has a square monitor. He got one of them old, because like we probably have like one or two left in the wild square monitors. So we were just, why would she think he's lying? Because there was an issue with something that he couldn't see resolution wise. And
hey, yo, Napalm's on Twitch. He made the switch to Twitch.
Hey, so she was trying to figure out what the issue was, and that would be one of the issues, that he was working on a square monitor and it doesn't have the resolution available that is needed to view that application properly. So she was like, is your monitor a square? At the end of that conversation, he led her to believe that his monitor was a square. I get there with the brand new monitor, walking in, and I sit down at his desk, turn around, and I'm like,
Yes.
He wasn't at work that day. He wasn't at work.
Good for him.
Yes, but yo, yes, Eddie. Absolutely good for him.
I know how you give it up. Like,
bruh, he'd have been mad at me.
Yeah.
Because this is not a fucking square. All right. So apparently, Cap's gotta teach stuff. So all squares are rectangles. All rectangles are not squares.
Yeah.
Let me repeat that.
No, break it down.
So what makes a shape a square is that not only does it have the right angles, but all of the sides are equal sides.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what makes a square a square.
Right.
When you just have the four right angles, that's a rectangle.
Yes.
Right. Being a square does not prevent you from being a rectangle.
Yeah.
But it may prevent you from getting a date. I mean, that's
true.
How it is.
That's true. That's true. That's how some people think. It's how it goes.
You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, I'm just flabbergasted. Like normally in a situation like that, if the person wasn't there, I would immediately ridicule them in front of their coworkers
into oblivion.
That's why I was saying, like, yo.
But I was so flabbergasted. No, if he was here, it would have happened. But no, I was so flabbergasted that I didn't even do that. I just replaced the monitor, and I text her like, yeah, apparently he doesn't know what a square is. Her response was, I don't even know what to say right now. I said, don't worry about it. I replaced it anyway. I'll bring the old one downtown and I'll use it as like a test monitor or whatever. But yeah, nigga don't know what a square is. Wow. It's what happened. It's what happened.
I mean, it's what's for dinner.
Clearly. I'm like, bro, like, really?
Like I even know what squares are in the slang form. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, sure, but apparently he just has no concept of shapes.
So he's a square.
I
don't know.
I don't even know if I can call him that. Like,
can he be a shape if he doesn't understand shape?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't. How does that work?
Well, he could be that and not understand that he is. You know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you call him that, he's not gonna understand.
That doesn't matter. Yeah. Who cares?
So it takes the fun out of it
because he don't get it. You know, so much fun like when you're busting a joke on a nigga.
Yeah, I like confusing people, but
no, see, there's a place for that, sure.
But if it's an insult, I want them to know that I'm insulting them.
To know that I'm insulting them.
Right,
Mike.
For me, either way.
Big Mike.
For me, either way. Like I
Mike like said, no, he doesn't have a concept.
Yo,
then does that make him the strings and strings?
Yo, fuck you, Mike.
Which means he might be more powerful than you could ever imagine.
Yo, that Mike, I hate your guts right now.
See, my thing is like,
you just expanded my mind.
I like clowning people, and they don't know why I'm clowning them.
Yeah, that's the fun side of it.
Then I'm just going to like keep going, and then going. No. What I'm saying, I'm gonna take it from the higher level, where it's like, yo, that shit was fire. But then I'm gonna break it down to you, even though I know like you're not gonna get it. Even still, it's also like you're fucking 5. And it's just they'll be laughing because you're still not getting it. That's how petty I am.
But here's the thing. That's not fun for me. That part of it is fun for me. Not knowing why, but I need you to know what.
Yeah.
I need you to know that I'm actually insulting you.
Yeah. No, but
if I call him a square and it's different. It's different for him to not know why than to not realize he's being insulted.
Word.
I don't want that part of it.
I need in the beginning for you not to know so I can get that sure. But then after it's off, I need to know you was hit.
Yeah, you gotta realize
when I troll you, I need the fact that you don't know this is coming from a troll.
Like
that's different though. Yeah.
Then after
it's like you were at work shuffling papers all day, and then somebody hands you alcohol wipe and you wipe your hands.
No, but my thing is that like the point that like if I have to keep going through this shit and then I gotta dumb it down.
Gets it. This guy gets it.
No, I get it. I get it. What I'm saying is like, if I gotta keep dumbing it down to you, like it makes me laugh even more because like, yo, you still don't get it. So now I'm going to like talk to you like you're really dumb. Like,
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm trying to get my. I'm trying to get.
No, I'm still gonna get my point across.
Trying to get it
but
off.
It ain't gonna be like it was the first time. Now I'm going to talk to you like you're a fucking child. Like you just.
Yeah, but I don't have time.
Like
that's the part
here.
I don't have time for. Like,
I got all the time.
I know you got. I know you got time.
That's because you petty as fuck.
That's because I'm what?
I'm trying to get as many off. I'm trying to get as many off as I can. I don't want to languish in that one. So. I'm trying to fam. If I had the time, I am dragging you, fam. Like fuck that.
Fab has made the switch to Twitch.
The switch to Twitch.
Mike did too.
Mike did that last week, my guy.
Well, I didn't know he did it last week.
Listen,
you were here. What the fuck?
I gotta remember shit like that.
Yes, nigga. What the?
I'm not. Well, just for future shit, it's not happening, fam.
Listen, what I'm saying is there's ways to drag the way you said that. Like your drag is fighting styles. Your drag is I punched him, and as I was going through the punch, I hit him with the elbow, right? So he caught bam, right? Me, I want punches and bunches, punches and bunches, that Wing Chun style. You know what I'm saying? Punches and bunches. So I need you to catch it so I can go to the next one. Then
nobody actually knows
at all. Where though? Where?
Nobody really knows.
I don't never
nobody's
know.
Actually sure.
I never know where I'm at. All I know
nobody's
is
sure.
Yeah,
we have ideas, but nobody's
exactly, Mike.
Facts.
I'm Wing Chun. I'm Wing Chun in this. I'm Wing Chun that mother.
Eddie.
Y'all niggas wild.
Eddie.
Fuck, you know what? Fuck all
Eddie.
y'all.
Eddie.
I mean, no, fuck that. I'm in my feelings.
Eddie.
Like, I'm mad.
That's fine, Eddie.
I don't like nobody right now.
We just want to know.
I'm playing.
Eddie.
Are you okay?
Eddie. It's your turn.
It is your turn for the week.
Okay, but didn't say that, nigga.
Nigga, I was trying to. You never. You acknowledged me, nigga.
Well, my week, it was cool. Oh, why the fuck Toon dip?
Just go.
Niggas ass. Yeah, my week was cool. The only thing I don't really like right now is I drive.
Hilarious, Mike. The R-IP man. the R-IP. That's hilarious.
My thing is this: if cars are in the street, would you get out the way?
Depends on the situation.
Depends on the car.
I ain't gonna hold you.
No. Why would it depend on the car?
Because if I feel like
you mean like the model and the make, or
yeah, if I feel like I can take it.
No, that's not what I said. I said depends on the situation.
No, what I'm saying
him.
is like
I'm not with him on that one. The car doesn't matter. It's a
maybe to leap over it.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it depends on shut the fuck up. It depends on the situation for me.
My thing is like, wouldn't you get out the way of cars though? Like,
it depends on the situation. Fuck you, do it.
Well, like in most situations, would you get out the way of a car?
We grew up in Baltimore, my nigga. They don't.
Oh, so y'all niggas just be walking in front of cars?
Niggas be wilding with that for real.
I dare you to go down to Lexington Market. Drive down Lexington Market. I dare you. Niggas be moving,
I know that it's not a Baltimore exclusive thing.
No,
but it happens here a
lot. Niggas don't be moving, yo. Niggas don't be moving.
Bro. Well, you can't have that energy in a warehouse. Is all I'm saying.
Oh no,
you know what I'm saying?
You can have it, but just
you just gotta be prepared for the consequences.
That tow motor ain't no joke. And when it hits you, just like that shit ain't no joke.
To be real, I've never seen a car, I've never seen a reach truck, I've never seen a fucking forklift in a hospital, my nigga. So,
but if they jump on the forklift and they time it right, they might be fine.
No, what I'm saying is, I've never seen them in hospitals. I've seen people.
No, I get that.
You don't want to be on the business end of them forks. I'm just telling you.
Unless you clear it.
I don't see it. Nah,
it might be fun. Listen, I hear what y'all saying, but I'm still right.
It's dangerous.
You're right too.
Clear the fork.
Oh no, it's we're not talking about we're not talking about a lack of danger here.
Oh no, you're going to catch.
Yeah, that's not no danger is involved, my guy. You already passed the point of no return for danger.
I'll take the car hit.
So, but check me though,
car
right?
hit over the tow motor. Like,
So the thing is, with my gig, right? You gotta blow your horn when you're on the reach truck. I'm like, yo, I stop for people all the time to let them pass through. I do all the time.
Don't.
I blow the horn, all
That's why
that shit,
you fail.
and they don't even know, and they don't even hear the shit.
That's exactly. So fuck them.
I'm not gonna hit them. Like,
so what else?
No,
they should be on a swivel. No, nigga, you know. No, I'm fucking with you. Ed.
No, listen, no, for real, be like for real, like, cause like the thing with my job is like I got mad pressure from it, cause like yo, I gotta be like safety is the
absolutely
main concern.
Nigga, you heard my president of my company, OSHA.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And if I fuck up anything, like hit somebody, whatever, or, you know what I mean?
That's a problem.
It's going to be on me, you know? So I take that shit seriously. My whole thing is that...
I'm not legitimately suggesting that you hit somebody.
No, I know that, baby. I know.
Okay.
I got it.
Excuse me. I am.
Point of order.
This is my resignation from the Black Culture Geeks and Multi-World Entertainment. I will not be keeping my tenure here. I'm out. It'll be just entertainment from here on out. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.
I'm going to make sure to edit that out of the replay.
No, you're not. No. My thing is just like, yo, people be like you guys live like. Keep your ears open. You know what I mean? Like you hear like a warehouse is loud as fuck. But if you hear beep, 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 and you're still walking in the crossway, and then I stop and he was telling me, oh, you go ahead. No, I already stopped to let you go.
Yeah. Did you hit him?
No. Because my whole thing is like, I'd rather not hit you and just let you get across to where you got to go at than me, you know me, like fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm in the fucking vehicle.
Hey, yo, Fab told you to join the service. They run motherfuckers over.
No, I ain't doing no.
That's my point. That's what I'm saying. Did you hit him though?
No,
so he was right.
I was right.
No, he was right.
Oh, he was right. No, I ain't doing all that.
But if you saw him at the crossroads,
hey,
he won't be lonely. And I'm going to miss everybody.
Temporarily.
Yeah, I'm
temporarily he would have been.
I'm just saying, yo.
I'm just saying I don't because even though like I'm a pit driver, I still like every time I cross like where the pit drivers drive, you know what I do? I do like I do when I cross the street.
Yeah.
Left to right, then left again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Absolutely.
Does anybody see you do that ever?
I don't care if they see me do it or not.
No, man,
but I know I do it. That's why I don't get hit. That's why
I'm not saying no. They don't see you do it. Nobody ever has ever seen you do that.
No. Why would they see me do that? Why would they see me when I'm crossing? Like, make sure I'm looking both ways before I cross. Nobody paying attention to that.
They might.
I mean, they might, but I don't think they would. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, if they did, then again, they were right.
They were right for what? Hitting me,
knowing that you weren't going to hit them. The point that I'm making.
No. What I'm saying is, I'm saying walking, like when I'm off the pit truck.
You're not wrong.
No, what I'm saying
wrong for them to be right.
What I'm saying is, when I'm off the pit truck, I keep the same energy that I do, like if I'm walking across the street. Look left, right, left. Mm-hmm. I'm just like, yo, why aren't these people doing that same shit in a warehouse where there's
go back to when you were beeping at him, right?
Them, it be them. It's not
okay, them. I'm sorry. Multiple
all
people.
of them.
Okay,
I stop.
All right. I got you. Go back to that. Did you hit them?
No.
So they right.
What you mean? Oh, because they know like I'm doing.
They know you're not gonna hit them.
They know you're not gonna hit them.
Okay, cool. But it's just annoying the fact that
absolutely no, you are still right. Yeah. Okay. Nigga, you're still right.
Okay, I got you. All right.
Fuck them niggas. Hit everybody.
Hey, listen.
I'm just saying because that forklift could like lift up.
Oh, I know with that
3,000 pounds, my nigga.
Forklifts are
easily.
to be played with.
Easy, my nigga. No, not the forklift, the reach truck. Even that too.
Oh, they not to be played with. Listen,
easy.
But if somebody want to play, you keep trying to play with you.
So it's to the point where I have to make sure that people, like, if people aren't paying attention, I have to pay attention to that.
Tap them.
That's how you are though when you driving in the street.
Tap them on the shoulder with the forklift.
You do have to pay attention to the other drivers because you don't know what these motherfuckers is liable to do.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
that's actually how I was taught to drive. Like that's for the driver, for the vehicle in front of you.
Yeah, that's true. So that I just keep that, but it's just like, yo, can people at least be like, yo, we work in a warehouse.
Nope.
And
you're asking too much.
Well, if that's not gonna
tap
happen,
on the shoulder.
Well, then people need to stop playing with me because they're
tap on the shoulder with the forklift.
Pull that coat.
Nah, B.
Tap on the front with the fork.
Boop. Oh, you want
me to lose? Could you get out of the way?
You want me to lose my job? Cool.
No, just tap him.
You cannot tap a nigga with a fucking.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying.
There's no way, fam.
I'm aware of the mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
Tap him.
You show me how to do it first.
No, you're not listening. You're not listening to me.
Oh, like
I'm aware of the mechanics.
Off the pit?
No, I'm aware of the mechanics. Tap him. I bet you he won't make that mistake again.
Make your best effort.
Oh, yeah. I get you. You say like hit him a little bit, like
tap him. Yeah, no. Tap on the shoulder real quick. He'll get the point.
I can do all that because then I'm gonna get reported. Hey yo, so yeah, that was the bullshit. But I got like a lot of good news though, like real talk. And I was excited to tell you guys about this. I already told you guys about it anyway. Like I finally got hired on to XPO Logistics, and yeah, I passed my drug test, all that shit, you know. And all that shit set up, so I'm really fucking excited.
Yeah, that's good news. That's real good news.
And
real good news.
The other good news, your boy got a spot.
Yeah, I knew that's what it was.
Yeah,
that's big effing news.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah,
that's big news.
It's so guts because it took only 5 months for this shit to happen. I've been on my grind for that long, and I ain't give up. I ain't faults or nothing. And there was one thing that Toom told me. I'm not gonna like put detail in it, but he was just telling me like, yo, it'll look fucked up if you fuck up at this point in time right now.
You know? Well, no shit.
Because it would look real bad, like, oh, you couldn't because of this shit, like, you know. And I took that shit to heart, you know. And then there was also something that he posted, like, it wasn't directed to me, but I understood it. He was like, yo, if you only get
special space. Fab is a bus driver.
You only get so many chances in life, you know what I mean? And no telling when's going to be your last chance to get your shit right.
Do it now. Do it now.
Yeah, so I feel like, yo, this is my last chance to get shit right because I feel like I've had mad chances. So I'm just like, yo, like, I'm just mad happy because even the process, it was mad hard because like I had to take a day off of work in order to find something because y'all know like before I worked 10 hours a day throughout the week from Monday to Thursday. So I took a Tuesday off so I could like just to look for shit, you know what I mean, and call people and all that. And then the next day after I got off of work,
but you couldn't take a Tuesday off to come get this fade. Like
I already told you, like I've ran out of like.
Yeah, but you could have took the day off.
No, but I ran out of faith.
He's out of
it.
He's out. Yeah,
I know, but you could have.
It's out of stock.
Nah, but you can make you can make an appointment next
year.
No,
it's cool.
Man.
It's cool. No,
you don't want. Oh, because what you ain't gonna be mad no more?
Because I was there. Probably not.
Oh, but then cool, nigga. Whatever. Like, get over it. Whatever. Shit, you ain't that man. Nah, but like the next day after work, like I went to the 2 spots, like because I wasn't even supposed to go to the second spot. I went to the first spot because it was closer to my job, so I just went there. But I was like, nah, this should look like the crib looks straight, you know what I'm saying? Right. But it's like, nah, the neighborhood. I'm not trying to live in the hood again.
Right.
And then the other spot, like that's just still hood, but the neighborhood, like the complex is straight. You know what I mean? It looks nice. But it doesn't mean that it's not hood. You know, like shit could go down, but whatever. It made me feel more comfortable. So I was like, I'm gonna get that shit because I wasn't even supposed to go there. I was just like, since I'm already doing this shit, I might as well just go there today. And then I filled out everything, did what I gotta do, boom, 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 and now I got the shit. I'm just
really, yada an apartment application.
Yeah. I'm just really fucking proud of myself, you know. And shouts to my homegirl for helping me out with all that shit too, you know, like because you know, like now I'm doing like 12-hour shifts, so I can't get like I couldn't get the deposit there and the other shit there. Like she helped me with that shit. So shouts to her for like looking.
Yeah, that's
out
dope. That's
dope.
dope. You know? That's dope. That's actually a pretty good report.
No man is an island.
Yeah. That's pretty good. Before we go into, I know we got stories. Before we go into stories, I'm gonna do a public service announcement real quick.
Oh God.
So
I'm terrified.
The U.S.
frozen with fear.
The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. You have a YouTube channel. I'm just gonna be real with you. It's not good. It's bad. It's really bad. Multi-World is putting our bid in early. Right.
Hey, wait, we can get a GoPro and follow Eddie's swim up to the yo.
So stupid. You so stupid.
I'm gonna just say that'd be a waste of bread. I would just keep the grow. I would just keep.
Yo, you're supposed to be down, my guy.
Listen. Ignore what they're saying. They're really competent videographers. We could go around the country after you present us the bag and actually get you good footage.
The bag is the key
stuff that you want. Because the stuff that I'm seeing on there, it's not good. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, all we're doing is no. You got to put your best foot forward all the time because you want to get people to be interested, right? You are an official government agency. That should not look like that.
And the point is,
bad.
like, most people would not initially be interested in that shit.
I'm looking at your views.
If you have a YouTube, hey,
they have the YouTube it looks bad.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if you got a YouTube, then don't just have a YouTube just to have a fucking YouTube.
You can really make that stuff look nice and shiny and polished.
Yeah, I know for a fact. Maybe I don't know for a fact, but I could figure, like, I could assume, and I don't think I would be wrong, that they have the money to have a great
right. This is my
issue.
It
is a good question of what their funding is like.
Yo, but
it's a good question.
The thing about it is, we don't require much.
Oh no, we don't.
We don't require much. Revolve said, "Look,
right,
they can't afford production. It looks bad. Like, no, listen. Let me be more accurate. It looked plain. It looked plain.
Hey, yo, Tim, that's exactly what you're doing. That's exactly what you're doing.
Planes no good.
You trying to get a bag.
Planes are good though.
I'm trying to help. Planes are dope.
Yeah,
we could literally be on them going to.
Yeah, we can use those to help y'all out. Yeah,
to help trying to help them help ourselves.
But you got to pay. Yeah, help us help you. That's it.
You trying to help them help us.
No, help us help you.
Help us by giving us the bag.
Yeah,
help you.
Help us help
you. Content look better.
That's
help us help you. Help us.
That's all.
That you got it, James.
We got you. You need 4K. We got you.
Yeah, we got that. You need slow mo. I got
slow mo. We got you.
Yeah, I got that.
But you're gonna have to, because that when I'm looking at that don't look. That's not really.
And to look. Send me the link and I'll watch it later.
That ain't it.
Don't send it. That.
No, you know what it is. You know what it is. Special Space. They can do the trail cam stuff. It can look better than that though.
Yeah.
Even when they do presentations, where they have the guy talking because they're trying to get the info, it can look better than that, right? And you're a government organization, a government entity. I feel like there's a certain standard y'all should have. That don't look right. But
hey,
give us the bag.
And listen, I ain't gonna cap. Even like a lot of like government sites and shit, they trash as fuck. Them shit like they look like what it was like what sites looked like in the 90s.
And this is the thing that bothers me, right? This what bothers me as a taxpayer, right?
Infrastructure.
Infrastructure is important.
That shit matters with the internet too. Though,
we're already, of course, yeah. We're already paying you money, right? So when I see you not using it for stuff like this, where's it going?
Yeah,
where's it going? It's going in your pockets. I just want to ask. I just want to know because I'm looking at that and we paying tax money. Y'all getting it? It's a grip, and they look like that.
And let's not get it confused. Like we're not upset with like the employees and shit.
No, it's not the employees.
Because the employees had what they needed and shit.
It wouldn't look like that.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe
it might just not be the right people in the right job.
That too.
That could be true. But
that too.
There's so many people not
Right.
at the right job. Like,
almost every level.
Right.
Almost every
The
level
fuck?
is looking trash, man. Now, and mind you, this goes out not just to the federal stuff, you local places too. Listen, y'all
brick
stuff
and
be
mortar, all
looking,
that.
y'all stuff be looking bad,
Yeah.
B. A few years ago, we talked about up where I used to live up in Laurel. They had their parks, recreations, and all this stuff like that. And I'm looking at the stuff for it, and it's not looking good. It's not. And I'm looking at the stuff that we would do just on Humble for vlogs. Like, we literally go into one of these little wooded areas to do a vlog, and it looks better than the shit y'all doing. So I think that could be what it is too, a special space. He says they maybe aren't leveraging YouTube as anything other than a repository of footage. They might be just doing it, but I think that's ill-advised.
It's a waste.
It's a waste
of time and energy, because there are other things that you can use for repositories.
Yeah.
That are less hassle than YouTube.
Yeah. It looks like from the videos I've seen, they're trying to get a message out.
Yeah.
It's not just them just, we'll put this here. They're trying to get a message out. I'm just saying the presentation matters.
Yeah,
and if you give us a bag to do this, we can hook you up. It will look great. You'll be something you'll be proud of, and you'll be using that shit all the time. That's all I'm saying.
My thing is this, so like, if you have a message to get out, wouldn't you want to get it out in the best way possible?
You would think
if you actually want to get the message out.
You actually want to get the message out. So I'm just offering our services up.
Like, don't pull the me.
No,
it'll do.
It'll do.
Don't pull it. It'll do.
Get that 33% energy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that.
Nah, I'm just putting our services out there. Just saying, come find us.
If you upload it, views will come.
They thought if you uploaded it, that's what they thought.
Sometimes no.
But yeah, that's the end of my public service now. I just want to put that out there. We need a bag. We need
You feel better?
I'm trying to get
better about that now.
We need a bag.
No, I get it. I don't disagree. I just wanted to ask the question.
Yeah.
All right. I had two things I wanted to bring up before the actual topics.
Oh, okay.
I probably should have asked you one of these before we actually got on, but y'all good at doing stuff on the spot. From time to time, depending on what it is. Is there a show that you absolutely loved for whatever reason? Doesn't necessarily have to be the best narrated or most well written, but you just love the show that ended in a way that you did not like.
Yes. Dexter.
Yeah.
What's your issue? No, you gotta have a different one, yo.
No, I do have a different one, but
okay.
I agree with that.
All right, Tim. Take me through
I didn't like it because
the entire process. Take me through the entire thing.
Okay, so when you watch Dexter, you go and you watch it, especially in the earlier seasons, it was really creative.
Yeah,
and there was a sense of menace, and also you had the feeling that this can't last. That shit you doing cannot last. You're gonna get caught up because it's getting like you're doing a lot. And every season it would look like he would, but then he wouldn't, right?
He would finagle the bagel. No?
So I think it kind of built up the expectation, not just in my mind, because we look at the comments about how that season ended. The last season, the last series season ended.
Yeah.
You see the same criticisms, like, we expected a huge blowout where you either get caught,
facts,
or die.
Yeah, it should have been one of the other, for real.
Yeah, that's what we was, because he was doing too much and it was getting too close to home. It was too close to home.
That nigga ended up in like fucking Antarctica or whatever, in a fucking cabin or whatever.
Right. Like, so now they're coming out with another season.
What?
Yes. Yeah. And I've seen the trailer.
They're rebooting that shit.
Here's the thing. I want to see it because I was invested in the character. I gotta say, the way y'all ended that,
same actor,
same actor, left a bad taste. It's not even a reboot. It's literally him. It's a continuation. It's an epilogue season.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. You left
kind of like Breaking Bad did with Al Torino.
Yo, for real though, fam.
Yes.
Breaking Bad.
Yes.
Dropped the
and
ball,
Breaking.
so.
By the way, Breaking Bad
Oh,
ended the way good. I was like, yes, okay.
Yeah.
But Dexter didn't, and by you leaving that bad taste in my mouth, I do want to see it because I'm curious. But the same energy and fervor that I might have gone into it had it ended differently, it ain't really there.
Wait, hold up. Are y'all saying that Breaking Bad ended well?
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Breaking Bad ended well. I like Breaking Bad.
Oh yeah, because
I'm satisfied with that.
He old boy passed, right? Like he got killed and shit.
Well, no, not necessarily. But when it ended, not necessarily.
Right.
Oh yeah.
After El Torino came out, it's confirmed.
It was confirmed. Right.
He did that.
Right.
Yeah.
But
there are people that didn't like El Torino.
I just didn't like the finale of this shit. I just didn't like how it played out, but I didn't understand like why it ended that way though. But I definitely like how Dexter ended.
You would have preferred that it went a different way, but you got it.
Yeah.
I didn't like Dexter at all, yo. I didn't like it at all.
It was dumb, like this, like because there was like a certain scene and then they like chopped it off and then you see him again and because I think he like dumped some body in the water or whatever, and then he ended up like somewhere like I think in Canada or whatever.
You're talking about Dexter? No, the first he dropped off. Spoilers for anybody that ever seen it. He dropped off his sister. His sister died.
Oh yeah, his sister did. Yo, Debbie, damn.
He put her in the water, the same area of the water where he was putting everybody
all
else.
the other bodies. Yeah,
he was not the one that.
Remember they started finding them shit too.
Yeah, they started finding them. Like I said, it was a lot of ways. It was like, yo, you about to get caught, fam. This is it for you. It's lit for you now. And it ended. It didn't pay it off. It didn't pay none of that off.
The nigga showed up like in the cabin with fucking the beard. With
a big,
why?
With a big dumb Dan Haggerty beard.
Like, fam, you should have been bamped already, fam. Like, what the fuck?
But if he was going to get away, even if he was going to get away, it should have been more climatic.
Yeah, it should have been like more intricate and all. Like, yo, like he did some things to make it like that. Like,
I would have been good with him. I would have been good with him getting away if it was an exciting getaway. This was.
Cause you remember one of the times that he finessed the shit, like when that one black cop was on his top,
on his
did
ass,
some shit where he like, oh,
surprise, motherfucker,
yeah, nigga, like you ain't got nothing on me, like suck my dick, you know what I'm saying? Like that nigga,
I
like,
thought he was gonna kill. Yo, the fact that he even killed dude, well,
yeah,
he it was an accident, but still, you put him in the situation.
Yeah,
you put him in the situation. Yo, like, and I thought then he was gonna get. Yo, you caught, fam. You caught. You could,
like, cause what he was doing was actually a good thing, but it's like, yo, a crime is a crime, my nigga. Like,
yo, like, yo, Mike is funny, yo. There's
some
literally
fries, motherfucker.
There's a
eyes on the prize, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Cause there was something similar to what that fucking black house said.
Got lost in your eyes, motherfucker.
That shit was funny as hell, yo.
Wrong size, motherfucker. Yo, that video was hilarious, yo. That video is hilarious.
Man, but yeah.
Yeah, but that's mine. That's mine.
Eddie.
One that I didn't like how it ended. Let me see. Scrubs. I didn't like how Scrubs ended.
I mean, the song was pretty cool.
Shut up, Tim.
What?
I mean, we can talk about that on another.
No, nigga. Take us through it, Eddie.
No, because then they did like a what was it called when they do like another version of it, but it's not the same shit.
A dream sequence? Is that what it was?
No, not a dream sequence. It's like a whole nother like series of episodes of it, but it's not necessarily the same thing. Like a reboot. Yeah, spinoff. That shit. Yeah. But the way that it ended, I just didn't like it. Like, cause I don't even remember how they ended it. It just wasn't memorable. Like, right. I'm actually watching Scrubs again now because I really like that fucking show. But the way that they ended it wasn't cool. Cause it didn't make no sense for them to be like, oh, now we're the doctors being like ahead of the newbies and shit. Like,
I mean, yo, my man Gary is there. What's up here?
That's a good one, Special Space. That is a good one. I heard a lot of issues with that one.
I mean, I get it. It makes sense, but it's like, yo, like nobody wanted that. Nobody wanted that.
That's it.
Yeah,
keeping it short and sweet.
Cause I ain't got much to say. Like, I don't like. I
know it's hard for you because you don't not like things.
He's not. Yeah.
Because I what?
You don't not like things.
You like most things you watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yeah, you don't really do that.
So I understand it being a short one for you.
Gary says Battlestar Galactica. I agree with you. I agree with you there.
Oh no, matter of fact,
like that
fuck that. I do have one.
What?
Stargate.
You know the way Stargate ended?
Well, not that I don't like the way that it
ended.
Well,
you don't like that it ended.
I don't like that it ended.
No, that's not.
I know, but I had to throw that out there. I didn't like that it ended. But honestly though, like even how like seasons 9 and 10 were, I kind of didn't like the new dude, like for real. But I just kept rolling with it because like at least they had most of the same characters there. I didn't like him at all. Like he was still like he wasn't O'Neal.
He wasn't no
O'Neal, and it seemed like he was trying to, but he couldn't. And plus, this character wasn't even built to be like that, you know. So
he wasn't no damn O'Neal.
That's my only contingency with seasons 9 and 10 of SG1. You know,
contention.
Stargate Universe ended bad too. Yeah, Stargate Universe ended bad.
Damn, I haven't even got to that. I'm still on fucking SGA. Real shit. Because I fuck with Stargate Atlantis though.
Yeah, I like Atlantis.
That's just really good. I fuck with it. I just don't understand like why the fuck did they decide to go underwater though? What was the point?
Like destination.
But why though? Like
they need a new setting. I don't fucking know.
Like,
all right.
So this you obviously asked this for a reason.
I absolutely did.
Well, so my bad for not giving you.
No, I already knew what I was gonna get from you, bro. Like I said, I understand.
Don't do me like that.
No, I don't mean it like that. That's just not how you. That's not how you look.
Yeah. You know how to give it up. You know.
Yeah. So I've been on this thing recently where I've been rewatching old shows.
I do that all the time.
So I think that one of the worst examples of this of all time. And some might not get it because they didn't watch the show, but I would be willing to like debate that this is one of the worst of all time. How I Met Your Mother. So the name of the show.
I think I watched that, but I don't remember it.
The name of the show is How I Met Your Mother. Right now. Throughout history of TV and movies, showrunners and directors, they do, twists and shit and all that. And sometimes they work. See, Gary knows what I'm saying. So here's the thing about How I Met Your Mother. I ended up loving the show because there was another show that came on before it or something probably. And whenever that show went off, it led into How I Met Your Mother. I'm like, all right, I'm here. We watch it. It was one of those types of shows that started off
had a good lead.
Yes, it started off like kind of like loose and fun.
Is that the one with NPH? Neil Patrick?
Yes, absolutely.
No, he was hilarious.
Oh my god,
hilarious.
But eventually there started to actually be like plot that interweaved through it and fucking continuity. And I'm like, all right, no, I liked that. Here's the issue. It was 9 seasons. This is why I mentioned to you yesterday when we were talking about the way of storytelling where you come up with the end first.
Yes,
and then you work your way there.
This
is one of those ways where like you couldn't do that. It was absolutely a story that needed that,
right?
But because of how TV was at the time, it was impossible for them to actually do it that way.
Right?
They tried. They made an attempt to do it that way.
Right?
But it's like, for instance, the first season, they had a mother in mind. And they were doing the season as if she was the mother,
right?
But they got renewed, so they were able to tell more of the story they wanted to tell. So this happened a couple times throughout the season. That I'm not faulting them for because they don't really have control over that. But it got into a groove. By I think season 8 was all about spoilers for anybody that if you haven't watched it now.
If you haven't seen now, you didn't want to.
Yeah.
And if you decide to watch it now, my spoilers aren't going to change anything for you. So season 8 is basically how the story of Barney, which is MPH's character, and Robin, which is Agent Hill's character. It's basically the story of him getting her back. And that's that entire season. That season 8 is basically him getting her back. Season 9, I think it's 18 episodes. 16 of the episodes are the story of the weekend of their wedding. Right?
That sounds mad boring for real.
No, they pulled that off.
It was lit.
Yeah, it's not the season that's the issue.
It's the ending.
It's the ending.
Right.
That's the issue. Season 9, the first, like I said, outside of the last 2 episodes, the story is the story of the weekend of them getting married. Yeah. And it shows, like, by the beginning of the season, I think that at the end of season 8, it reveals to the audience who the mother actually is.
Right.
So throughout this 16 episodes, it shows you how every person in the group met the kid's mother.
Right.
And like I said, it's also the story of the weekend. And at the very end, it shows how, at the very, like, I think episode 15 or 16, it shows how the father finally met the mother.
Right.
So that's why my mother used to watch that shit all the time.
Yo, it was the parts that went with the premise were amazing up until the end.
I just always thought it was corny, like just like because I never really watched it. I would just see her watching it.
You should have checked it out for MPH alone.
No, most sitcoms are corny. That's the fun of it.
Yeah, facts.
No, but the thing is, like, it seemed like it was like some like Disney type shit.
No, not close.
You know what I mean? But you know, like just the look.
No, I get it. I get it.
Like,
I get it.
That part, I was like, nah.
On some fairy tale type.
Yeah. No. Like, you know how Disney, they be having like their little sitcoms and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like the look looked similar to that. And I'm just like, I'm off this. I'm not gonna watch this. You know what I mean?
I
like shit that looks gritty and you know what I mean. Like,
Palm said it's crazy how many great shows have bad endings. Game of Thrones.
Sons of Anarchy,
Banshee.
Damn, SOA had a bad.
MPH was a savage. He was hilarious.
He killed. And even look, and the crazy thing about that is, looking back on the show, a lot of the things that he did would have bothered me through this lens, except the fact that he's a openly gay man.
Yeah. And I fuck with MPH. Like, MPH was on fucking what's that shit? That White Castle shit.
I mean, he's fucking.
Yeah, Harold Kumar. He's in the new Matrix movie.
Yeah, he
played Spider. He's one of the Spider-Man.
Yep.
He played Spider-Man in that CGI series. I still have the DVD in his.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So episode 16 or so, it shows 15 or 16. It shows how the father met the mother. Nigga. Then it goes to episode 17.
That's it.
Yeah.
On TV.
Barney and Robin get a divorce.
Oh shit. Oh, the animated shit.
Yes.
He just said that.
CGI.
No, I didn't hear it, but no, because I used to watch that shit. That shit's fire as fuck.
Word. So in episode 17 of the season, in which episodes 1 through 16 were the weekend of this couple's wedding. In episode 17, they get a divorce. In episode 18, it is revealed that the mother got sick and died. And the father ends up with Robin. Now, the first time I watched it, I was mad.
I know you were.
As fuck. Now, watching it back, I'm not mad anymore, but I'm extremely disappointed. Right. The reason I'm not mad anymore is the showrunners gave clues
that this would be happening. Not exactly that this would be happening, but there was a scene where the mother and the father are sitting there talking, and one of the plot lines of the season was that Robin's mother, for some reason, wasn't going to be able to make it to her wedding. And in this episode, the father and the mother are talking, and he's telling the story of the wedding weekend. Because again, she was just the bass player in the band. So she wasn't involved in the weekend shenanigans, but she was there.
Right.
So he's telling her the story, and she's like, yeah, of course Robin's mother showed up, because what kind of mother wouldn't be there for their daughter's wedding? Right. And then he gives her this weird look, and then he starts crying. And then another part with them two together before the reveal is something like she starts saying, like, you know, stop talking. I know all of your stories. You know all of my stories. That's cool. But there's some times where you just need to live in the moment and not worry about what's to come. All of this is foreshadowing that she's getting that at that point they know that she's sick.
Right. Yeah.
And she's going to die. Like, I'm guessing it's cancer. I don't think they ever actually say what it is. I'm guessing it's cancer.
Because maybe it didn't matter to the narrative.
Right. So it's like if that ended any other way other than him getting together with Robin, because in the first or second season is when he meets Robin, he tries to date her, it doesn't work, she becomes a part of the crew.
Right.
So at the end of the story where he gets to her dying, the kids are like, what the hell? Like, you're fooling yourself. And he's like, what are you talking about? He's like, no, this is not, you did not sit here and make us listen to this so that you can tell us the story of how you met mom. Right. He's like, yes, I did. He makes the joke, I tried to keep this concise, and it's over 8 seasons, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, no, you told us all of this, the story about how you met mom, and mom's barely in it. No, you told us this so you can get our feeling on you getting with Aunt Robin.
Wow.
And I'm like, yo, what are we?
Kids ain't shit.
No. I mean, they were right in the story.
No, I get
in the story, they were right.
This nigga.
In the story, they were right, though. Right. But it's like, why the fuck would y'all do this? Like,
for real though, like,
because at that point in time, the mother had been gone for like 6 years already.
And sometimes telling them about.
Sometimes these showrunners and these writers, they be trying to be too cute by half.
Yeah, you're doing too much.
You're doing too much.
You could have ended the story with the mother dying.
Yeah, straight up.
Yep.
It would have been a bold choice because it's a sitcom.
Yeah,
it would have been a really bold choice to end the story with the mother dying, because that the moments with them together, just the moments with her on screen, period, were like amazing. She fits so well with all of the other actors,
right? And
the ending of the story with her dying would have been perfect. No, you want to come back to this idea of like, come on, B. Like, what are we?
Yeah. They made that shit dark.
Like, they did. It got literally when he was telling the story and got up to them getting married and all this other stuff, there was literally a couple frames of darkness.
Yeah. Wow.
Literally, visually, a couple frames of darkness. then he went to the part about until she got sick, and then told the story of her dying. And I'm like, yo.
I've never seen it, but I don't feel like they had to do that, especially like with the kids. Like,
you know what I'm mad about? I'm mad that when I tried to emulate the couple of frames of darkness,
it wasn't
this
dark,
white circle right there in the middle of that
dark.
shit.
It wasn't dark.
It was ass.
It wasn't dark enough. Get your black up, my guy.
Get your black up, yo.
Get your black up, my guy.
Hey, I'm gonna start saying that. I'm gonna start saying that shit's a cool niggas.
Facts. Get your black up, my guy. But it was really
niggas talk shit about black women. Be like, yo, get your black up.
Facts.
Yo,
facts.
I can't hear it. the niggas about to get a palm across their face. I can't hear that. I can't, yo.
You about to throw Roger big ass?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, did you ever see that shit with Queens Flip when he threw the bottle of water at a nigga because he was saying like he likes Puerto Rican chicks more than black women and shit?
No, I ain't see that.
Yo,
but I'm not surprised.
But I heard about it. I'm not surprised.
Like I know he's a troll and shit, but
keep that shit to yourself, my G.
Yeah, but you ain't have to say because Queens Flip be like, oh no, say that again, so everybody can hear you. Like, and he said again, Queens Flip just threw that shit. I'm like, yeah. I was like, yeah.
You can like who you like, but don't be sitting up there trying to downgrade.
Yeah, like he was like, oh, because it's my preference. And Queens Flip never said like you can't like them. He was just like, why are you talking shit about black women?
Why do you need to put black women down
in order to like another race? Of
yeah,
women?
yo, that no, I'm not.
It's unnecessary. It's wholly unnecessary.
Not with that.
Yeah, you don't have to put something down to say that you like something else.
Yeah,
like I don't put down celery because I like fucking pork, my nigga. Like
I feel like you do though. I feel like
I just don't eat it. I don't mind it.
You know? No, I feel like secretly every time you see somebody eat celery, like you send judgmental eyes towards them.
We are not doing that.
I just feel like that's the case.
Well, you can feel how you feel, fam.
Oh, all right. All right. It's my preference. It's my preference.
That's your preference to feel
that. Yo, you ain't gotta put that. You ain't gotta put down the way Addy really do to bring up your preference.
But I do though. In this case, it was necessary to the plot. Yeah, it was necessary to the plot. I had to. 2, 3. Seven. Yeah.
Hey, yo. So
that's a good point.
What we're witnessing. So just so anybody that's watching the visual. In the video, like what's happening right now, I'm getting jumped. Yo, that's so funny.
So, does anybody care about Diddy versus JD?
No, I don't give a fuck.
All right, why? Hold up, why?
I don't care
about Diddy or JD.
I really don't
and I don't care about the narrative that JD feels this or whatever. I
don't care.
It doesn't matter. Not to me. I mean, it matters to the culture. Shit, it just doesn't matter to me.
Oh, that's very important to the culture. It matters.
Yeah,
but me personally,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't care that much. I'm not invested.
But I do know it matters to the culture.
No, that's a fact. Cool, because I didn't really want to get into it. I do want to dispel the narrative that JD has absolutely no chance.
No, that's not true.
People have no idea.
That's not true.
I guess it's a thing where like you don't realize how prolific a person is when they aren't all in front of your videos. Come to death for my bad.
See, because you gotta understand. Like,
but also,
so we are going to talk about it. Then
it's about
no. I had a list of
strategy, yo. Most of that shit about strategy. What songs?
Facts. No. I had a list.
I'm not sure.
I had a list of this. You late as fuck.
Yes, you are.
But I thought I did, but I'm just making sure, you know.
Word. No, I had a list of for anybody that was holding that narrative, I had a list to show like JD got hits. And hits. Like, but no, we don't even gotta do that. All right.
That's the reason why I didn't care. Like when he made his comment about it, I was like, yeah, he could say
you're right.
that.
You're right.
Say
no,
that.
Like, no, nigga, I got the whole thing he mentioned about being in the Songwriters Hall of Fame and Diddy's not.
Yeah,
it's true.
It is true.
It's facts.
About it. Like you can talk about him getting 10 or 11-year-olds, but he wrote all of that.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote it.
Yep.
Like
that's his shit.
He wrote it. I did like that diss on that Eminem song though when he was like when Dre was like
I ain't had to do it with 10 and 11-year-olds.
yeah, Dre like yo, Dre
but the point still remains.
But the funny thing about that is, separate from that, it's amazing how Dre turned that into a diss. It's not a diss.
It's not.
It's not a negative thing. Because to this day,
it's not. But it can be. It depends on how you frame the narrative. Because if he
says, that's what I'm saying.
You use the cuteness of the.
But that's what I'm saying. Though, like
ways to try to do that. But
that's what I'm saying. Drake could say that about
Drake
JD.
But Drake can say that about anybody he fucking want. He's almost Thanos.
But that's what I'm saying. But Drake can say shit like that.
Other motherfuckers can't use that.
You know what I'm saying? Like other producers can't say that to JD.
You can't talk to JD about that narrative.
The issue stupid. The issue about that being the narrative is it's just the narrative. It's not necessarily all it is.
True. And only listen, if people buy into it, then it becomes ipso facto the way they're going to see it.
People forget about Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
People forget about the brand.
Right. Yeah. Yeah,
like,
facts.
It was not just Criss Cross and Bow Wow.
No, it wasn't.
Y'all laughing at Napalm.
What Drake's finesse was, he put
said,
it in our
one
heads
looked like a goat and the other looked like a dolphin, so no one cares.
Yo, that's funny. That's
bars.
Funny. That is hilarious, actually. That is hilarious. All right, moving on. You know the meme that goes around. Would you rather have $500,000 or dinner with Jay-Z?
Yeah, I saw it.
So here's an article that talks about that shit. A comprehensive list of every person I'd choose dinner and hopefully a movie with in lieu of $500,000.
Nobody.
If you spend any time on social media, which you do, of course, then you've seen this constantly trending conversation starter that asks what I suppose is supposed to be a deep, potentially soul-wrenching either or proposition. Would you rather have dinner with rapper, businessman, billionaire, entrepreneur, hey, wait a minute, ain't that Beyonce's husband, game spitter, Jiggaman, his mans will shoot you, Jay-Z, or $500,000? For the vast majority of us, this isn't even close to a debate. It's not even a debate for Jay-Z, who presumably logged into the Twitter account for Tidal, the streaming service he both owns and is the face of, or had somebody else do it. Don't forget his mans will shoot you. To weigh in on the matter. Nothing to see here. Even Jay would choose the money over FaceTime with himself. The title tweet says, take the 500K.
B, take the 500K, B.
Yo, niggas literally be like pontificating on Facebook and shit like with long ass threads.
Take the 500K.
How they're going? No, I'd rather.
Here's my justification for it. I have no ownership to this man's knowledge. I have no ownership to this man's help. Me winning dinner with him could literally be him sitting there being like,
they're gonna tweet, fam.
What up?
Yo, B, like, what makes you think that Jay-Z's gonna give you any information about to be a fucking millionaire or a billionaire?
And hold up, can we be clear about this?
He ain't sharing
Let's
shit with
say your best case scenario takes place, and he drops some mad jewels. What are you gonna be doing this? What are you gonna be doing this whole time? Are you gonna be recording the conversation?
Right.
No.
What are you gonna be doing to actually absorb that's actually usable?
But also, even that info on its own, it's just info.
I was about to say that's the other thing. Info on its own is just information.
But
that's all it is.
But can you even comprehend what he's saying? Because it's like, remember I was telling you guys about the analogy, like if you speak English and a lion speaks English, you guys won't. Y'all could be able to talk, but you won't understand his frame of reference because you guys are so separate apart. Like it would be the same with him. Like how the fuck would you understand what Jay-Z's saying if he says, "Oh, this is how you do this and this and that," but like millionaire
that is a useless fanboy type thing because the reality is anything Jay-Z could tell you about money management and how to get this and how to get that, you could get the 500,000 and research that shit.
Yeah.
And
so I'm not really.
And if you're arguing some information from Jay-Z and he's giving this to you, best believe he's going to make you pay for it. Just saying.
Maybe.
Well, maybe, but I'm just saying, like that would be the smart.
You ain't got no money. Listen,
you want a free fucking dinner date with Jay-Z instead of $500K. Definitely on some
you have the opportunity. Yo, I imagine it going like this: you get to the restaurant, Jay's there because he owns it. He's in the restaurant.
He owns the street.
He looks up. Well, that too. He looks up. Wipes his mouth with a napkin, summons you over.
Hey, man, B.
You come sit down. You like, hey Jay, I'm so thankful for the opportunity. I'm here to soak up anything you have to tell me. Blah blah blah. And he looks up at you and says, "Hey son, you should have took the 500K."
Yeah, that's all he's gonna say to you.
That's it.
That's all he's going to say.
Goofy, you should have took the 500K.
I'm gonna get. Look. This is the thing. I'm gonna get financial advice from Jay-Z, so I'm gonna go get Jay-Z, and then as soon as you go have that dinner,
that's the financial.
The first thing he tells
you. No. Always take the money.
Always take the money.
Always take the money.
My man's that'll shoot you or see you out. Listen.
So, I got my anxiety. You got me out here, B. Like, yo, you $500K. Like, I'm supposed to be taking care of Blue Ivy.
You see my hair? You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of here.
Back to the article. What regurgitated this conversation again? Some wayward individual hopped on Al Gore's internet and attempted to justify going to dinner with Jay-Z in that way that folks do when they get it, but the rest of us don't. Or more specifically, presume most can't comprehend.
I hate y'all. Listen, I hate when y'all do that.
Did I just say that though?
Facts. There's also a mini thread of tweets, but the meat and potatoes is in the opener. I'll explain since most can't comprehend. Dinner with Jay-Z is the better option over $500K because of the knowledge and expertise he has. He'll give you the blueprint on being wealthy and successful. His knowledge will be worth more long term than the short term.
The bio
for the what's so dumb about that? That's what I'm saying. Like, what makes you think that you have?
You're not entitled to any of that.
Exactly. Like, you're having dinner.
What makes you think you go there and all he does is wants to talk about kids? So tell me about your kids.
Right. Like he gonna hip you. What makes you think he gonna hip you to shit? What's my
favorite? What's your favorite album of mine?
Right. Like the bio for Twitter user Prof Withant, the Side Hustle King, states that he is a CEO who made $45,000 in 7 months, and he can show you how to do the same. Or in the parlance of Jay-Z, he can show you how to do this, son. Also, not to poo-poo on his accomplishment, but I've definitely seen more impressive statements of financial gain, real or imagined. Would made $45,000 in 7 months cause anybody to follow his steps? Most of CEO Twitter be out here getting M's in months, not 45,000.
That's a fact.
Again, I'm happy for him. I'm just saying, if you're going the I get it and you dummies don't route, perhaps it's more impressive if your self-claimed success isn't the equivalent of $78,000 a year, which is nothing to sneeze at. But where are my M's, fam? Anyway,
my mother-in-law and my wife made that at certain points,
right?
So without the just saying.
Right. Anyway, Mr. Side Hustle King, if you read this, sir, Grand Rising, is clearly out of his gourd. For starters, the presumption that he knows more than other folks is just stupid. Even capitalist extraordinaire Jay-Z knows better than to expect to get $500,000 worth of game from a conversation with himself. If you want to forego $500,000 to soak up knowledge and expertise, why not just go to business school and make some genuine real network connections that might land you a job that puts you in position to do so? What is Jay going to do? Be so impressed that he's going to tell Tata to open up the big ass book of how he made it and give you that one piece of game nobody else has been able to get?
They brought up
doubtful.
That's hilarious.
Doubtful. The conversation by itself is dumb, but I'm always here for a dumbass conversation. Always.
Here's the thing about that. Mr. Side Hustle undermined his entire thing when Jay posted, take the money.
Take the $500K.
So you don't know what you talk about because the man you told me, he just literally gave the advice.
Yeah, the nigga literally like, yo, this is what you should do because I ain't gonna tell you shit. You know, I remember I saw a video where Joe Budden was saying like,
yo,
you know what I'm talking about, right, James? And then like he was talking to Jay-Z, he was like, oh, can I, yo, tell me this and this and that, and he was like, no.
Right.
And then
he was like, I couldn't be mad at that.
And then Jay-Z was like, then he asked him some shit. Oh, what happened with the whole shit with Def Jam? He's like, so what?
Right.
Like, yeah, nigga, the nigga telling you take the $500K, take the $500K, B.
Yeah. So instead of thinking about the fact that there's no way in hell, Mitch, I'd sit down with Jay-Z in lieu of a big ass payday that even after taxes is going to do so much more for my life than listening to Jay talk to me about, I don't know.
Why do people do that? Why do people always do that and be like, oh, after taxes and all that shit? Like, nigga, like,
because that matters.
That's a real thing.
I mean, it does matter, but you get a $500K, you still want to get.
But you're not getting $500K.
No, you're not going to get exactly $500K.
That's why it's not. It's not a small distinction. You're probably going to get somewhere. You might luck out and get 3.
Yeah,
that's how taxes work, Eddie.
But nigga, 3?
That's a big difference between $300K and $500K.
That's a whole $200K.
Yeah, there's a huge difference.
Listen, fam. I'll take that $300K then.
Oh, that's not the point. Yes, absolutely.
It matters because you have to factor that in.
Yeah, it's not some little thing that you talk. No, it matters. That shit is important.
Not gas, my nigga.
No, nigga.
Man, listen.
That's almost half.
I am bearing in mind that Addy throws $200K around like it ain't nothing.
Sure, right.
But for regular brokies like us,
right. That's a lot.
That's a lot. Like that's a lot.
Fuck that.
So start thinking about the fact that there's
no way in hell.
Oh, we know.
There's no way in hell, Mitch. I'd sit down with Jay-Z in lieu of a big ass payday that even after taxes is going to do so much more for my life than listening to Jay talk to me about, I don't know, shit I can learn by listening to his albums. Right. I decided to think about a list of people I might actually sit down with in lieu of the bag. Seriously, he drops all his own financial advice all up and through his albums. You can sign up for a streaming service. Most are free for a few months at least, and just take notes. For instance, on Can I Live from Reasonable Doubt, which just turned 25, he lets you know that we don't lease, we buy the whole car as you should. See, financial advice. His 444 album is full of it, especially on the story of OJ. Point is, game from Jay-Z is pretty free at this point. He has a plethora of albums selling the game and telling it. You know, the game is to be sold, not to. Anyway. Right. Oh, yes. Back to my comprehensive list. Please see below. And there's a video of Keith Sweat's song, Nobody.
Yeah, nobody.
So
because there's nobody.
So Mike said you'll lose 100K on 500K. I mean, I'll be okay with that.
That you're missing the point. You're continuously missing the point. We already said we would take the money. No, he's not doing it on purpose. We would absolutely take the money. That's not the point.
No, what I'm saying is like people always bring that shit up, like, oh, but
because it matters.
Like, all right, so
yeah,
Eddie,
I get that it matters.
What I'm gonna say to you,
what I'm saying, if you broke and you don't got it, does it really though?
Yes, it still matters.
Why?
The amount of money is still the amount of money. The amount of money doesn't change because your value on it is different.
Your expectations, you should know how much money you're gonna. We can't have a financial competency discussion without you knowing how much money you actually have.
What you value money to be and what it is two different things.
Yeah.
If I say I'm going to get if I win the lottery for $1 million and I think I'm going to be able to buy $1 million home,
right? No, you can't do that.
Exactly.
But
that's why it matters, because you have to know you're not actually getting this amount of money.
But
that's why it matters.
But what I'm saying is, like, when it comes to this conversation about,
I'll say the pressure getting Addy.
When it comes to, no, it's not though. No. Fuck out of here, D.
Ignore him. Talk.
No, like, shut up. No, what I'm saying, like, when people say that shit, like, because they always bring that shit up. Oh, the taxes and all that shit. You got to worry about that. So you'd rather have a free conversation with Jay-Z and like
that's not what no one is saying.
Okay, hold on. Are you saying you've seen someone say they're going to choose the conversation because of
taxes?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
So what are you saying? Because that
if you would let me finish fucking talking,
nigga, you literally just said
I said something and you cut me off.
No, I didn't cut you off. There was a period. There was
let him finish.
Let me finish. I've literally heard people say that, yo, I would have the free conversation with Jay-Z because of the taxes. But
I literally just asked you that.
No, but let me finish.
Yo, I literally asked you that and you said no. I said, did you hear somebody say they would take the conversation with Jay because of the taxes? And you said no.
Well, then, I mean, yes, whatever. Yeah. I've literally seen that shit. And I'm like, yo, but you pay taxes all the time. You don't really worry about that shit anyway. Like, why would it matter?
I would argue that's still not true.
Why would you? Well, whatever. But why would you worry about 500K? Like, if even like 100K would get taken out, who cares? Like, you're getting richer anyway. Like, you're making more money going that route. Other than hoping that a nigga that is financially stable is going to give you financial advice,
right?
Because you don't know if he's going to or not. And my bet is he's not going to tell you shit at all. Like, period.
As the author eloquently stated, he already has.
He's already given us songs, through his music. But I'm saying, like, you think he's going to sit there in the dinner with you and like, yo, this is how I lost 98 bricks and got them all back. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like, he ain't going to, you know what I mean? He's not doing that with you. Get out of here.
But it doesn't matter if he chose to do it or not. There's still a bunch of other steps that you have to take that you have to
do from ground zero because you don't have no fucking money.
That's my point. So why not fucking 400K then? Like the fuck?
You absolutely take the money.
Niggas, what I'm saying is niggas make the tax thing an excuse to not take the 400K and will rather talk to Jay-Z about how to get money. Like,
yes,
that's what I don't get.
No, they are not different than anybody else that is saying I'm taking the conversation. Right. They are in the same exact group as them. Yeah.
Okay, fine. No, that's what I'm saying.
Fuck all of them. They're being idiots.
I just feel like the whole tax thing is stupid. Like, oh, because I'm gonna get taxed. You get taxed all the time.
My issue too is they're being this type of idiot. This type of idiot is annoying to me. The type of idiot that has this self-assurance that they know better than everybody else, right? But they saying dumb shit.
Consistently.
Well, my bad, guys.
You know, like that.
Shut up, Eddie.
Shut up. Cut it out. I will cut it out.
Like this guy, this guy literally says in this tweet, for those of you that don't understand.
Well, no, I'm sorry. Well, actually,
hitting people with the well, actually, when you're saying dumb shit, and then you hit us, you silenced all of us to hear you say this dumb shit.
Hey, what y'all be saying a lot? You're not helping.
You're not helping.
That is not helpful at all.
You're not helping.
What are we doing here? Why are you in my face? Go away.
I guess I admired the attempt, but it's just like, nah, but
sure.
At the end though,
it came
like,
with some real shit.
Yeah, but it didn't end where like it'll be helpful. So
yeah, if it came with some real shit, all right, cool. If you managed to think of some crazy out of the pocket way that this would work, sure. But you don't think anyone else has contemplated what you're saying?
Right.
You really think this is a unique thought?
This has been a conversation for at least half a decade, yo. This has been the topic for at least half a decade. Because I've seen this post a lot of times. I see different like comments and shit. But I always like get pushed towards the money. I'm getting into the bag. Fuck that. I'll talk to Jay-Z when I'm.
It's not an option.
If you know what I mean,
right? It's not an option, my God. Like you think you're giving me an option. You're not actually.
I like Jay-Z. I like his music, but I don't want to meet him that bad, my nigga.
Bruh.
If anything, I'll give you.
Dude, you just spent $500,000 to have dinner with Jay-Z.
Right.
And no, I'm sorry. There's not a soul that I'm spending $500,000 to have dinner with.
I'll spend $500,000 to have dinner with you though, and to him. Like,
you lying?
No,
you won't even swim up here, nigga. Shut up.
Oh no, because that's so much work. Like money's easier. No.
Oh, okay. My bad. Mr. Big Bucks over there.
Would you swim to come see me?
I came down there already though, so this kind of it's moot. It's moot. The argument is moot because I came down.
Swim to come see me.
Right.
Are you nodding your head because you're agreeing with James, or are you saying you would swim?
I would absolutely swim.
Oh damn, I love you, fam. That's what's
up. Tim can't swim.
That's okay.
Napalm said Addy Warbucks. Oh,
Eddie Warbucks.
Wait. Wait.
That's it. That's
it. That's
it.
No, but that was racist though, James.
That's your name.
Eddie
Warbucks.
No, but that was racist. So you saying that he can't swim because he's black?
Yeah.
Wow.
Listen, we're not gonna gloss over your new nickname. Eddie
but Eddie, I fuck with it. I hear it. I hear Cameron saying that shit.
I've shown you guys where he grew up, so y'all already know.
Show him again.
See, this is the other thing that people might be confused about, because he actually has grown up in several different places, because they don't have just one place. Let me get this down for you.
It's a gang of them. You know, Sheen.
I got you, bro. I got you.
Yeah, like let them know. Let them know the vibe.
Because they need to see, what it is, right? Right.
Yeah. That these
not gonna
know
act like,
what I'm saying, you broke boys.
I mean,
get your weight up, not your
he
head.
Ain't wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, he not. I'm saying is he not wrong?
I beg to differ, sir.
Oh.
I mean, Oh, so that's what we doing, right?
No, I get it though. I get it.
What?
I thought it was all.
I ain't gonna argue with you. No, I ain't gonna argue with you.
I mean, it is what it is.
I ain't gonna argue with you.
Why
don't you have this on hand?
Huh?
I said, why don't you have this on hand?
Not like,
because
I'm saying
that
like,
stuff is
if you're gonna stalk me and be in my business, at least have like a folder about it.
Right. For me, it's disappointing. So I don't try to keep that. Like I delete these photos.
You don't like being reminded of it.
I don't like being reminded
it gets you that tight.
Yo, it really do, yo. It's like I'm about to show y'all in a second though, because like I think y'all need to see it. Eddie, he comes on here, he tries to pretend sometimes. Yeah, he's like us and shit. But the truth is,
check the group chat.
Yo, I got a little boat and a yacht. What's up, niggas? Yeah,
check the group chat though. That's all I'm saying. Kelly Price rep says she's safe.
Recovering from COVID. For this.
Recovering from COVID after declared missing. Singer Kelly Price.
I just read about this yesterday too.
And recovering in private. A representative has told TMZ after she was deemed missing in Georgia following her release from her hospital bed after battling COVID-19. Price's rep, Monica Ewing, told the celebrity news outlet that the Grammy-nominated singer-songwriter is not missing and is recovering from the virus at an undisclosed location. The 48-year-old artist's legal representative reportedly contacted Cobb County Police to inform them that she is safe. This after the police department declared her a missing person following a welfare check conducted at her home last Saturday. Right. We're told the authorities found no evidence of foul play and spoke with Kelly's boyfriend at the residence. Gospel and R&B songstress was listed as missing with the National Crime Information Center. The family told TMZ that Price was admitted to the hospital in early August after struggling with COVID symptoms. She ended up in the ICU when the condition worsened. The singer posted a video on July 29th revealing to fans she had contracted the potentially deadly virus. Price captioned the clip, "I found out today I have COVID. I am COVID positive. I'm following doctor's orders. I'm quarantined, feeling really drained, splitting headache, but I'm not in the hospital. I'm grateful and expecting to have a quick recovery." According to the report, family members spoke to Price during her hospital stay and her children were allowed to visit her. However, 3 weeks into her medical treatment, her loved ones received a call that she had been discharged, despite not being fully healthy. Price has not been heard from since. The families also called out Prince Price's boyfriend for allegedly barring them from visiting Price's home. Per the report, his suspicious behavior prompted someone to alert the authorities to do a welfare check last week. Now there's an active investigation to find the beloved artist. According to the report, at the time of Price's believed disappearance, fans expressed their concern for the singer on social media. One person commented on the TMZ's Twitter post, "This is really suspicious." Another wrote, "Very odd story. She's one of my favorite artists. I hope for some reason it's a publicity stunt. If not, y'all better keep an eye on that boyfriend of hers. Praying she's found that she's unharmed." Blah, 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 blah. That's everything I was just reading was the original article. The update is that she's she's fine. It seems to potentially be an issue of people not minding their business. There are scenarios. I mean, there are scenarios legitimately, whether she's on the side of right or wrong. There are scenarios where people fall out with their family, right? And the people that are actually close to them are just going to bat for them. Like that boyfriend may have been doing what he was doing at her request. Right. We don't know. I felt a way about it when I saw you share the original, but now that I'm reading this, I feel a little bit differently. Right. It just seems like she's now. The alternative could be not to this extent, but that she could be on some Britney shit where they kind of have her trapped in some shit, and that would be fucking horrible.
That'd be horrible.
Yeah. But as of right now, it seems like everything's okay, and there was a worry for nothing, which is it's good. It's better to look out for something and it not be there than it to happen and then you wonder. Absolutely. So, hopefully, if there is any issue between her and her family, that can get sorted out. Hopefully, she finishes recovering completely, and she can move forward from that. I am happy to see this update because I was
I was absolutely going to report the original report today, but
because I saw that and went to my wife about it. Was like, what the fuck is going on?
Right.
Because we seen too much craziness.
Yeah.
Recently, way too much craziness,
and
it does lead people to think the worst, right?
Yeah.
Like, this could absolutely be a case of people just not minding their business. But in the world we live in now, when it comes to stuff like that, maybe people should not be minding their business.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And like I said, family is family. They're you can fall out with your family still care about you.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's a real thing. So, like I said, hopefully everything ends up all right in all aspects of that story.
Yeah. Although I must say, if you putting the greed out there, and this turns out not to be
right,
that's gonna look kind of crazy on the other end of that.
Look really crazy. Look kind of shaky, baby.
Yeah, on the other end of that, because you just pretty much told the world what you think of him,
basically. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and you
pretty
think
much
really bad things about him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, clearly.
Like, I would never expect anybody to think that if something happened to a Yetter that I would,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So the first thing y'all think of him is
like, is there a legitimate?
Is there a reason for y'all to think that? Right. That's what I'm.
You talking about the foul play shit, but
potential, yeah.
Is
there a reason for y'all to think this way, or is it just that Kelly gave this order or request and it's like, yo, like, keep them away, like, for now, like, let me get better.
And keep them away. I'm gonna be like Eddie and buy a new family.
That's
I got multiple families though.
Okay, they got too much money, yo.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm
saying?
Speaking of multiples, R. Kelly's defense presents closing arguments comparing him to Martin Luther King Jr., Hugh Hefner, and Mike Pence. That is a hell of a combination of people.
Because
I would, you know what though, the Mike
not true.
The Mike Pence one though.
Yeah, I'm not. Listen,
that might be.
Regardless of the outcome in the New York trial, Kelly still faces additional charges in Illinois and Minnesota. As the sex trafficking trial of the disgraced R&B singer R. Kelly nears its end, the defense team presented closing arguments in Brooklyn federal court on Thursday. Per BuzzFeed News, attorney Devereaux Canick began with an unusual metaphor, trying and ultimately failing to draw a through line between civil rights icon Martin Luther King Jr. and the actions of his client. Of the entertainer's affinity towards having sexual relations with younger women, and let's be clear here, quite a handful of these women were merely teens when Kelly approached them. Canick simply likened it to the lifestyle of a playboy and sex symbol akin to that of Hugh Hefner. Older man, somewhat younger woman. Wait, whoa. I'm sorry. Let me be clear.
What are we doing?
This is a quote. YouTube.
Hold on, say it again. Hold on. All of us need to say it. YouTube. This is a quote.
This is a quote. Okay. Please. Older man, somewhat younger women. Some people just like it that way, he said. Hugh Hefner, that was his life, not a crime. In reference to several previous prosecutorial witness testimonies that alleged Kelly made his girlfriends call him daddy or face harsh punishment, Canick once again made an odd comparison, opting his time to invoke former Vice President Mike Pence. He further criticized those allegations by asserting that it was almost a crime to call a man daddy, adding that was a normal thing to call someone in certain cultures like Pappy. The former Vice President Mike Pence calls his wife mother, he explained. Weird. Anyway, more on Canick's closing arguments per BuzzFeed News. What was clear was Canick's strategy for having his client acquitted, asserting that the more than 40 witnesses called by prosecutors who had described at times in graphic detail the alleged abuse were lying. He characterized minor discrepancies or uncertainties as smoking guns, obfuscated details from testimony, and slammed numerous alleged victims as liars out for financial gain. Even calling one who had testified that she was 16 when she first had sexual contact with Kelly a stalker and groupie extraordinaire.
My thing
Some of the witnesses,
let's say she's all of that. She was 16.
Yeah, that doesn't change. Yeah,
doesn't change anything.
Some of the witnesses just lie after lie after lie, and the government let them lie.
The main witness is lying. Kelly.
Yeah.
In addition to categorizing nearly all of Kelly's accusers as liars, Koenig also focused mostly on minor discrepancies from various witness testimony, while largely ignoring countless evidence brought forth by the prosecution throughout the trial, which included DNA, travel records, text messages, handwritten letters, photos, Facebook screenshots, audio, and video recordings, the sworn testimony of dozens of witnesses, and more. He also employed gaslighting techniques for a few accusers, namely Sanjay and Geronda Pace, attempting to cast doubt on what they told jurors Kelly did to them, per BuzzFeed. Throughout the trial and again on Thursday, Koenig stressed Kelly's supposed generosity as proof of his innocence. The fact that he took his girlfriend shopping, paid for their Ubers, and threw them birthday parties. It was the loss of his glamorous lifestyle, Koenig suggested, that led to the alleged victims attempting to monetize their stories through lawsuits and appearing in the docuseries Surviving R. Kelly. A lot of people were watching Surviving R. Kelly, Koenig said, and now a lot of people are surviving off R. Kelly. Oh, shut the fuck. You are not John Cochran.
That was a whack bar anyway.
In response to this, Assistant U.S. Attorney Nadia Shahada implored members of the jury to focus on the facts of the case as presented by the prosecution and to not be swayed by Koenig's tactics. You can convict the defendant based on the witness testimony alone, she said, but there is so much more than that. She later added, it's like we took a time machine and went back to a courthouse in the 1950s. What they're arguing is that all of these women and girls were asking for it, and they deserved what they got. Never mind that many of them were teenagers, too young to consent. Though a verdict date is still uncertain, as BuzzFeed News also notes, U.S. District Judge Ann M. Donnelly will instruct the jury in how they are to deliberate on the 9 counts Mr. Kelly is charged with, 1 racketeering count, and 8 counts of violating the Mann Act and anti-sex trafficking statutes. In addition to the crimes he faces in New York, Kelly is also facing additional charges across Illinois and Minnesota, including charges of sex crimes, human trafficking, child pornography, obstruction of justice, kidnapping, and forced labor. He has pleaded not guilty to all charges.
There's videos.
Yo, real quick before y'all say anything,
there's videos.
This nigga said, yo, there's a headline that says R. Kelly is asked to be released from prison after being concerned about catching COVID-19. The subline is, I bet if it was COVID-15, he wouldn't mind catching it. Yo,
why your audio so low,
Eddie?
Eddie, why your audio so low?
I hear him fine.
I don't know.
He sounds a little low.
I ain't changed nothing.
That's a you thing, my guy.
I don't think so. But anyway, yeah. First of all, that was a hilarious dig right there.
Right.
Secondly, this is what I'm happy. This is what I'm grateful for. You know, for years on this show, we've talked about Robert, and it got to a point where the stories were coming fast and furious, and we was like, you know what? We're not talking about this until this nigga's in court. And now that he's in court and all this
we remain here.
We be on his head, boy.
And here's the thing about that. One of the main reasons that I'm loving each one of these stories that's coming out is because there were those of you fucks out there that was looking for any out for Robert, any out at all for Bob. And now, as we stand on the precipice of learning all of this shit, of all the dirty laundry being out there and open for everyone to cop a whiff, a lot of you are strangely silent now.
Yeah, because back then The capes were fucking pressed and out there.
The capes were pressed with a fine crease down the middle and sides.
Yeah, through the wind. But now,
and I don't hear them flapping as much. And I'm wondering why that could be. Now, it could be that you now feel that thing called shame. And that would be a good thing because I then know, sleeping with kids is wrong.
Yeah.
And you know that when you were going ham and dying on those many hills for Robert, you know that sounds and looks crazy now. You know why that's good? That's good.
It means you're redeemable in this instance.
Yeah, there's hope for you. Or it could be,
awesome.
I'm going to stay quiet because I got stuff in my closet that's every bit as bad, maybe even worse than Robert's. Yeah. And now that all of this is coming out, there's no way I can talk about this that does not expose me.
Right.
There's no way I can talk about this. That one's a little concerning.
Get low.
Gotta say, if it's that one, it's a bit concerning.
Yeah,
it's an issue. But I'm hoping, regardless of which reason it is, that you've all learned a lesson here with getting ready to go to war with family members and friends and other people, random people online you don't know, in defense of these motherfuckers. And this is what I'm hoping happens, because down the line, there's some more stories coming up, cases that's going to be coming up. You know, you got this whole Nicki Minaj thing that's going on. I ain't going to go too in depth with that. But there's a lot of things with that that's problematic as fuck. And I know some of you have this thing where you like to just jump into these cults of personalities and be all up in there. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I get it. Be very careful now. Because when those stories start coming out and becoming the thing to talk about, I want to see if you're going to have learned the lesson from this past shit.
No, maybe. Because at the end of the day, we see you. Clearly.
We see you.
You're right there.
Yo, exactly, Paul. They act like they were holding the camera.
Yo,
exactly.
They might have been.
Some of y'all look real shaky. Some of y'all, I am now convinced I don't want some of y'all around any of my nieces or my nephews.
Words.
Because the Duffingtons will happen off rip. And matter of fact, maybe not the Duffingtons. You might have to face the Blickies straight up. Like
they would get duffed by my nieces and nephews.
No,
they about that life. They about that life.
The nephews. They get in with the
fuck your ass up before you get to us. If there's anything left of you, my nieces and nephews about that life.
No, but niggas ain't getting fought. If it comes to that, like, ain't gonna be no fight happening.
What I'm telling you is, y'all lost a lot. A lot of y'all lost a lot of credibility.
And you know what's so crazy about that shit? It was people that I didn't expect to like feel that way about this shit.
Me either.
And then it was like mad vocal about it. I was like, yo, you too?
Yo, some of these people.
It's that community, my guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because realistically, I've only had the one girl that I had this issue with the R. Kelly stuff. Like there have been people,
The ones that's supposed to duff you?
No, idiot. The one that was talking about these black women. Who are you to say what these black women?
Yeah, that was a crazy bar. That was a crazy. I'm like,
yo, they're 16. What the fuck? You have a daughter. What do you? So your so your daughter can do that when she's 16.
You go on any news website at a certain period in this whole time, and you gonna see some disappointing things.
That's what I'm saying. It was groups that I chose to be in. It wasn't like my feed.
Right.
It was groups and her. Right. It was groups and her.
It's crazy. But again, a lot of people lost credibility with me. And I've said this way too many times for motherfuckers to have not heard it. You know what I'm saying? Like my credibility, I value that over my opinion.
Yeah.
And some of y'all that can't read the room, like this from day one, this looked bad. But from day one, there was a lot of y'all who didn't think it looked bad. And that's why I'm looking at you. I'm looking.
Yeah.
We see you.
It's just nuts. Like, yo, the more evidence that comes out that, like, it's true, the more, like, the harder that they go for it. I'm like, yo, y'all niggas are wild, my nigga. Like, because it's okay if you have that initial opinion, fine. But for you to not change your mind and still hold that, it's like, damn, be like, what wouldn't you let somebody, like, get past? You know what I mean? Like,
everybody be wrong. But,
but
when presented with enough evidence, you're supposed to.
Evidence should sway you.
Yeah.
Evidence should sway you. And then this is the other thing, though. But see, goddamn it, this is the other problem. This is the other problem here. We're gonna talk about this for a second.
Go ahead.
Some of y'all don't know what evidence is.
Nigga, don't even.
Some of y'all don't know what evidence is. So now we in a situation, right, where evidence can't sway you because you don't know what good evidence is.
Yo, there's like 2 videos, my nigga. Them shits was on uTorrent and all that shit, like, and on fucking, like, porn sites. Like, yo, there's videos. They were selling that shit in fucking corner stores.
Well, hold on. All right. So, to be fair, the issue with the videos. The issue with the videos is, I've never heard audio from the video, so I don't know if this happens. But the issue with the videos is looking at a person, you can't tell how old they are. Like, unless it's like specifically, like if it's a 13, 14-year-old, the way that we may remember 13, 14-year-olds, then maybe, yeah, absolutely, you can tell that this person is underage. But if it is a pubescent,
prepubescent.
No, not prepubescent. Pubescent. If it's a pubescent person, you can't look at them and say you're this age.
Here's my problem with that, though.
Like, yo, that was her.
Eddie, right. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I would video evidence is not enough because it doesn't give you that extra.
I guess it's not enough for people who fucking rock with them, whatever. But it was enough.
We should know. We should all know by now. If you didn't know any other time before, that there are girls out there that do look older than what they actually are. So them going off of that and say, well, she looks older.
Yeah, that's not.
It don't hold weight.
You don't know this? You don't know that? Y'all all grew up like some young girls.
That's my point. Video evidence alone is nothing unless we're talking about if someone did something or not. When we talk about the particulars of it, if they aren't in the video, then that's where the other evidence comes in.
Some of these people
made up their mind. Her aunt said it, like, that's enough. Once you have that video evidence and it's like her aunt says that was her, oh yeah, then that was her.
That's not what brought me to my conclusion. It's just I saw the video and clearly
once the accusation was made, you didn't. In other words, Eddie, you didn't retreat into the whole. Well, she looks older, so she must be. Right. Like a lot of these motherfuckers did.
Like a young little girl.
She looked like that to me too. She looked like that to me too. But this is what I also noticed. At 52, there are 25-year-olds that look really young.
Wait,
young to me now.
I want to distinguish the difference between, because we're talking about evidence, not your perception of something.
Right.
You took your perception of something and you ended up being right. You were right.
Right.
But that was still not evidence. That was your perception of something. But you erred on the side of caution because that's what the fuck. Yeah, nigga. If I'm being told that there's a sex tape with R. Kelly with an underage girl,
I'm hearing the story. I'm not getting. If somebody just handed you the tape, but there's a whole new story.
If a nigga tell me like, if somebody like say I have a girlfriend, they be like, yo, I'm about to make you lasagna tonight, and they make me lasagna, I'm like, oh shit, yeah, okay. That's what it is. Same shit.
What I'm saying is
same shit.
If they had just put out this R. Kelly sex tape, y'all.
Right. If the video came out and there was no narrative. Right.
But that's not what happened. And that's not what happened. That's not what happened. And that's why I'm looking at these people like, yo, the moment that shit came out, I don't give a fuck what you thought you saw in the video. I don't give a fuck. There's a whole narrative attached to this. And the first thing you did was run and put the cape on. Yeah. Instead of falling back and going, yo, what do I really know about R. Kelly other than I like his music?
Right.
Maybe I need to. right. Marissa says, I always looked older than I was between 12 and 18, but my underage status was glaring despite it.
That's another thing. So here's the thing. I'm glad she brought that up. So there would be a difference between a person watching the tape without the narrative and the person in the tape. Right. Because I don't have the benefit of experiencing this person's personality.
No, you don't.
The person in the tape is around the person.
Right.
So the whole underage status being glaring, because there are still ways that you think and behave.
That's right.
That are going to fit your age.
Right. That's right. Like I said.
So there's no excuse for Kelly.
There's no excuse. There's no excuse. And listen. No. Again, if it was just a tape and they put out there, oh shit, we got an R. Kelly sex tape. That's one thing. That tape didn't just come out without a narrative. And some of you motherfuckers, y'all did this. That
wasn't the Mimi and Nico sex tape, nigga.
Like, I don't know who those people are, but okay.
Zoom knows.
Yo, it's crazy, and it's like
that's a fact too, sis.
That's a fact. Ever since we found out,
Yo, Leah, yeah.
So at that time,
illegally at that.
Let me ask you this.
Because she lied about her age.
Everybody that's here right now, did you know at the time when the whole narrative came out that Aaliyah was underage?
Originally?
Yes.
No. I had no idea.
I thought Aaliyah was like way older than me.
No, I thought she was young. I thought at the time I was like,
I didn't know anything about them being married. Like,
I'm talking about when you found out they was married. By that time,
by the time I found out they was married, I was in my 20s at least.
Right
when I found out they had gotten married. But when like around that time when the tape came out, I didn't know anything about him marrying.
I didn't even know like her and R. Kelly was really involved. Like
right, I didn't know anything about that.
Got you.
I had no idea.
There was really no signs that they were, you know what I mean? Like for me.
And that's why I handled it with the people in my age group the way that I handled it. If you when the Surviving R. Kelly shit came out, if your attitude on it was shock and like a little tiny bit of hesitance, I can understand your position. Because at my age, we saw it. We saw the jokes. We didn't understand. We were fucking kids ourselves.
Yeah, we were teens.
So, like, no.
I wasn't.
When you get right, that's what I was going to say. When you get to the people above us, y'all wasn't children.
That's why
y'all weren't children.
Most of the conversations I had during that time was with people that was my age and older, and I'm looking at them. I'm looking at you. And I'm like, time gonna tell. And I'm gonna see where people fall into that shit. I'm gonna see where they fall into that. And like I said, some of y'all looking kind of crazy right now in 2021. Some of y'all looking crazy.
Yo,
thanks.
Fam. What you gotta
I knew this day would come. I've been waiting. The level of petty, earlier in this episode, right? And numerous times on this show before you mentioned, about pettiness and me being petty and the petty. I was tripping at the time, but now I really think about it now. You're right.
Yeah, you petty.
No, nigga, no shit.
Petty.
Oh, stop.
And stop. I don't give
stop. No shit, Sherlock.
I was trying to do
This act like he had to make a fucking declaration about this about some shit that we already know about.
Declaration.
I was trying to do my scene from Juice. At the locker.
I get it.
You're right.
But nigga,
I don't give a fuck.
Give a
fuck. Yo,
I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about Sharif. I don't give a fuck about me.
Listen.
I ain't shit. I ain't never gonna be shit. And once I decide that you ain't shit,
that's it, partner.
That's it.
Look. Listen.
That's me though.
I've been waiting all these shit. What's that scene in Dave Chappelle where they did the haters ball? Yeah. I come through. He said, I went across 400 years of time to call you cracker. I am literally saying, how long ago was this? Decades. I went across decades of time to call you a pedophile sympathizer.
Facts.
Yeah. I'm here to do it today.
Emulator.
Yeah.
Enabler.
Mm-hmm. All of these words.
Probably doing it too.
Sis says it was all over the news in 94, 95, but then he dropped a record in peace with the
yeah, baby.
And that's the thing.
I think that's when he stopped the step shit.
But that's my point. That was like 2003 or some shit like that.
Okay.
But that's my. I think that might have been around Space Jam. Space Jam was like 93, 94. No. Step in the Name of Love was in the 2000s. Okay. This was in the 90s. But anyway, that's my point, sis. I was 7.
Yeah, like nigga, like
I was 7. I knew nothing about this shit.
I was a grown ass man.
Anybody that was grown at that time, you have no excuse.
You have no excuse.
You have no excuse.
Let me tell you something. And it's like sis just said, drop the record and peace were distracted. You know, I don't know how many of you ever saw the original Shaka Zulu made-for-TV movie. There's a scene in there where he finally catches on to what them Dutch was doing. And he says to one, he was like, how do you trap a monkey? You give him shiny things.
Mm-hmm.
You fucking monkeys got a shiny-ass album and got distracted from all that shit.
The album was probably shiny as fuck too.
Y'all gotta
make this extra shiny for the people.
Y'all let that nigga do that shit.
Y'all gotta make this extra shiny for the people. Right. This is a monster. This is a monster that y'all created that I had to deal with.
Thank you.
Because there was nothing there's nothing my 7-year-old self could have done about it.
At all. And then they get mad at me and they be like, oh, what? Oh, why
you
did
listen to R. Kelly?
Why did you say
I was
7?
No. I didn't like really listen to R. Kelly. I listened to R. Kelly because like other people did, but
you ain't listening to I Believe I Can Fly.
No, I did. But
James, that's what I'm saying. I don't mean like
I ain't like I had it on tape deck or
no, I'm not saying like you boys.
But I fucked with it.
No, you fucked with it.
But all I'm saying is,
with Kells at one point.
People be like today in these. Why didn't you say anything? What the fuck could I say in that?
What was I supposed to say? Goo goo gaga?
Like the fuck?
Listen, I didn't
even know what the fuck.
Hold up. Prime example. Greta. Who the fuck listens to Greta? They should.
Right.
Listen, I didn't even know what the fuck a pedophile was.
Whoa. Wait a second. I got y'all. See, this is the problem. Y'all still kids. Let a purist tell them. Don't look at these kids. Don't look at these. Hold up. Don't look at these kids. Don't look at these kids and ask them why was they doing whatever. They were children. Talk to me. I'm the grown up. You see these fellas? I'm the grown up, and I was there with you having that conversation and telling you, yo, this shit look crazy, and you was telling me, talk to me. I was there. I saw you. I came through decades of time to call you a pedophile enabler. Me, they were kids. Yeah. They were kids. Holla at your boy.
We didn't really know what was going on.
Holla at your boy. I was there at the time. You wasn't even having conversations with these kids at the time. I was there.
We couldn't. We had to stay in the child's place.
Yeah. Remember that? We
weren't allowed. We weren't allowed
to talk about grown up shit.
Yeah, come talk.
All we was allowed to do was sit and watch.
Right.
And if you had an opinion, you keep it to your fucking self.
If we got that benefit.
Napop said people were like, he was messing with underage girls. R. Kelly album dropped. People was like, bounce. Yeah.
It's facts, though. Yeah. It's facts. That's literally what happened. I remember that.
You cannot point at, I don't want to hear no conversations with anybody that was a grown person in 94, 95, whatever, coming at them, these kids, saying, but you didn't. They were kids.
Yeah.
You was the adult.
What the fuck was I supposed to do? And plus, there was no social media, none of that.
What was I supposed to do? Like, walk up to the TV and turn it off? Like,
what was I supposed to do? Write a fucking letter to the governor or some shit?
And what was I supposed to change the channel in my mother's car?
I don't even know the fucking zip code. Fuck out of here, B.
Nah, yo, you know what that is?
I ride around with my uncles and I reach to the front seat and turn the radio station off.
Yeah, all of that is deflection. Because R. Kelly playing like, what the fuck?
All of that is deflection to keep them from being held accountable.
Absolutely.
When y'all have conversations with them now that y'all are adults.
But the only thing is, I'm willing to have those conversations with them now because, like, yo, I'm not afraid to get duffed and like I could take a punch. So, but I'm still niggas like you wrong. They're engaging us. Pedophile.
But that's the point. They're engaging us in the conversations now, where you could just obviously the option always exists. You could just shut the fuck up.
That's it.
I was thinking the option for most things with people,
but you could just keep it real, yo. I hate when, because I get it. I hate when people reject the argument that times have changed.
Yeah.
When people that say it in good faith say times have changed, they don't mean that it was okay then and it's not okay now. No, that means that the attitude towards it is different than it was.
And that's why people got away with it. That's why no one was held accountable.
It's very simple for any responsible adult to have said that is in the position that you're not in tune to have to say, yo, times were different back then.
Right.
Times were different back then. Nobody really went after him like that.
Let me tell you something. This is what I always tell them. They can't use 94 and 95. You want to come at me with 1894 and 1895?
Right.
Oh, there were laws on the books in 1994 and 95, which is why this went to court. So no, I'm not letting nobody who was an adult in 94 and 95 not get this work.
Right.
Because the laws is on the books that it was wrong. That's why they went to court. Yeah, and the moment I see some of y'all with these feathers here or feathers here pointing at these kids in these conversations and acting like they should have known better when they were fucking 7. I'm coming at you.
Yo, I'm just being real, but you're like, yo, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. All I know, like, there was a sex tape. I saw it because like U-Tour and all that shit was out there. Like, yo, like. And I saw them selling.
I'm not holding y'all accountable for that. Y'all were.
What can I do? Even back then, I knew that shit was wrong. I was like, oh, that's fucked up. This nigga fucking legit.
Nigga, y'all was kids. Your attention span as a kid is not supposed to be. We don't have the expectation for a kid, right? Yeah. To not be easily distracted. You're for the most part. Your cognitive functionings is not up to where an adult's is, which is the reason for the anti-pedophile laws in the first place. The reason for laws for consent in the first place is because you're cognitive. So what we're not going to do is once again have you motherfuckers demonstrate your lack of understanding of what consent is by pointing at these kids at 94 and saying, how come you ain't do something?
Since we know all this shit, like, yo, the brain doesn't like fully develop until you get to like you're like 24, 25, whatever.
Yeah, right? Even with that, it varies.
But I'm just saying. But
no, you're right.
Saying
this is
like
the problem.
The fact that people be like, oh, they blame. Like it'd be like black men too. Like they blame those black young girls for being too fast and all the like.
I know.
Yo,
they want to give everybody else accountability. They want to get
for the
nigga
that did that shit.
The child.
Well, I'll say this one. This one, it ain't just black men.
No, it's not. Black women do that shit too.
I'm saying normally when we say black men, it's usually an exclusive thing. This is black families.
Yeah.
Which one was black mothers?
Which disgusted me to no end.
Yeah.
No end.
Well, thanks for extrapolating on my point, James. But even that alone, though, like, because
absolutely,
you can't say let's protect black women, and then if something like this happens, she's being too fast.
Yo, Jada,
you know what I mean? Like, fuck out of here.
Jada said, "Come on through prefrontal cortex facts."
All right. So real shit. I don't know if I've registered that there was an age issue. Maybe until the Dave Chappelle stuff.
Wow.
I had always knew the piss jokes, the P, but I don't know if I registered that there was an age issue until like maybe the Chappelle stuff.
Word. That means we was like teenagers around that time then, like with those jokes, not when the thing happened.
Right. Yeah.
This is also true, sis. And Sparkle screamed about it in the 90s at the cost of her career. But still, the complicit sat by with Kelly, racking up the hits.
Of course.
Remember, Jigga was still making songs
because it's
they
easy.
Made a whole fucking
it's
album
easy to
and
it's easy to listen to.
It's easy to go along and get along.
Yeah.
Yes, it's easy to be like, oh well, we know Kelly, we don't know her.
Right.
She can't be telling the truth. She's hating, or he didn't keep her around, or whatever the case may be.
What's crazy
he dubbed her, so then got to be lying.
What's crazy is when another adult pops into the conversation, say, "Hold up, you don't know him either for real.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the crazy part. When another adult
you know him from just making songs with him and making millions with him, but you don't be around that nigga all the time.
Right, you know it's music. You don't know that, man. Stop it.
You know, but I think it's so guts. Like the fans, like they like know the nigga. Like I like the artists I listen to.
Facts,
I love their music. Do I love them? It depends on like.
It depends on the person.
Yeah, it depends. Like Styles P. Like he literally went to one of the government offices in Yonkers. It was like speaking out about what was going on or whatever. Like I love him for the shit like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But other artists, like I don't have that type of feeling with them because they're like, yo, it's just music to me.
It depends on the artist. Some artists, it's all about just their music.
Yeah.
Other artists, maybe it shows you a bit more of their lives, or at least the version of their lives they want you to see.
Yeah.
And you may have an affinity for them. See, this is the thing.
But my thing is, my mind can change on you,
let me finish.
Go ahead.
We are humans, and we are complex. At the same time, we simple as fuck. Right? Yep. So there's no telling what specific reason why you may gravitate to this artist more than that artist. It's a hodgepodge of factors and reasons. Right. But whatever the case is, those reasons are yours, and you are welcome to have that. However, the moment some shit come out, and we start getting more evidence about this person that you felt a certain way about, you're supposed to go back to your default position of, you know, the truth, I don't really know this person personally.
Right.
Yeah.
Most of these people can't do that. They can't do it.
And I think that's what makes it even worse, because like what you said, like when there's more evidence,
they lack that reset button.
Like
they lack the reset button. That's it.
They are doing this. You know what I'm saying?
They like say, I'm leaning more towards simple as
maybe
fuck.
it's up in the air, whatever. But now it's like, nah, like come on, fam, kick the bucket. Like this shit. Yo, they're doing this shit.
They're doing it. Happening. This is what's happening.
We see it.
It's what for dinner. It's what's for dinner.
We see it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we see it.
Oh man.
We see it.
Yeah, it's clear. It's clear. It's here. It's what's happening, and you're acting like you got it. You got it, my guy. It's what's happening. So like, and I can even understand the idea of like, no, I was on some fuck shit back then. I succumbed to peer pressure.
I will give you that.
Right.
Yeah. Don't come at my
don't try to justify though.
Don't try to justify.
Yeah, because if you wrong, you wrong. And you was wrong back then. Just be like, no, I was wrong back then.
And then don't compound the justification when one of these kids bring it up to you now by trying to push it back on them when they were kids at the time.
No, don't do that.
We're not doing that.
No.
You're not doing that. Come talk to me. I was grown as fuck. Fresh out of the USMC. I'm grown.
My thing is like, what if they talk to me and James back then at that age? Like
they wouldn't have.
What do you guys think about this shit? The fuck, nigga, I'm still.
They were the ones.
They
were the ones who you stupid. They were the ones who needed to be held accountable, so they wouldn't have brought it up.
Yeah. Marissa says what's really gross is taking 30 whole ass years to hold them accountable. And this is the thing I'll be telling people. If you'd have came at me, oh man, this was 1694. 30 years was not that long ago. I literally feel like I went to bed last night and it was 30 years ago. That's not that long. Y'all. So what I mean is times had not changed. You can literally go and talk to somebody 30 years ago about how they felt about pedophilia. They should kill them. I had these conversations with people.
But it has to do with a celebrity.
So why did it take you 30 years? Y'all, the times did not change that
at all.
About the attitudes about that.
Yeah.
They chose to let these whatever loose forms of evidence that the defense presented sway them.
Right. Palm says like when Eddie Murphy got caught with the transsexual. You know what the difference between Eddie and the transsexual? The transsexual was grown. These are grown people with consent.
Yeah.
With consent. Like
allegedly.
We allegedly. Like we laughed at it. We laughed at it at the time, but nobody thought in terms of somebody being taken advantage of. Nobody thought about it in them terms at that time, because this is the only story we got was, they say Eddie, blah, blah, blah. But in this case, this is a grown-ass man.
There's video evidence.
There's
there's people saying, this happened. family members of the girl saying, yeah.
Even his security was like, you know what I'm saying, dubbing him and like let him like, yo, this is shit on him. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Oh, yeah, we was looking out for him to help him do it and all that shit. Like,
right.
Fam.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. That's the thing is the whole. It's like Marissa said earlier in the post. The whole industry was complicit. Y'all motherfuckers work.
Oh, sure.
Y'all work with them. Y'all know what was. Y'all saw what was happening.
Of course, they going to be like they make millions off that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
And maybe possibly some of them are doing the same thing. This is the thing I'll be saying to people, right? Like when I see people going super dumb hard over certain things, I'll be like, especially something like that.
Yeah.
Poor K. I'll be like, poor K.
Poor K. Poor K.
Like really?
I love you, my guy.
Really? You really?
It's like real shit. I was trying to learn Spanish low key, like little sayings and shit. Like, hey, fuck with you.
Like, really? That's what you're doing? You going extra hard? That's a hill. That's a hell of a hill. You willing to die on?
You know that shit sets my spidey senses off. Like, you know how like dogs or rabbits, like their ears perk up and shit.
Right.
When I hear a nigga going hard like that, that's what I do. Like,
yeah, my ears go.
Oh,
I'll be on some Scooby Doo shit. Like,
nah, me think
no.
Me thinks now protesters too much.
Right. Also on some Blue's Clues shit.
Like the fuck? Shit. Yo, because when I was working out, listen, check me out. When I was working at Lowe's, right? I was working with these niggas and we was just doing our thing. There was just like this girl, like, and she was like wearing like skimpy clothes, but I don't care about that. But niggas was looking at her like, oh damn, she bad as fuck. I was like, yo, that's a baby, yo.
That's the difference. Like, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Baby. Like, no, I was letting them know, like, why y'all doing that? Like, why y'all staring her down? Like,
right.
That's weird, my nigga. They're like, no, she not. I'm like, yo, she's literally a baby. And then her mom came, and then you see, like, the age of her mom and her is, like, and then when she actually spoke and talked, I was like, they was like, oh, damn, yeah, you was right. I'm like, yeah, like, that's a fucking baby, dog. Like,
that's a baby.
Y'all tripping.
That's a baby.
Y'all niggas being weird.
I don't understand. Like I said, at my age now, like, yeah, when I was 25, 23, 22, they look like grown people, right?
Mm-hmm.
At 52, 25-year-olds look young as shit to me.
Right.
They look young as shit to me.
Right? Yeah, it makes sense.
So it's like, that's why I'm extra hard on people that was in my age group around that time. Come on, B. You can fool some of these people. You ain't fooling me. I remember the conversations around that time. Like, nah, something shaky about you. You sus of shit. You know
I don't know if shaky. I don't even know if shaky is the word.
Yeah, it might need to be
shaky. Might be a little light.
Yeah. Like your foundation ain't right, B. Like,
right.
You're a 5 like on the Richter scale, my guy.
Nah, you like those fucking buildings that fell in Miami this year. Like, shit, your whole shit fucked up.
Right.
Oh, but I do have to tell another story though, because I just
we don't have time. No, I'm joking. Go ahead.
No, because I want to know if I'm
bugging.
If I'm bugging,
probably
being paranoid, or if I'm correct.
Probably all three. Go ahead.
All right, so check it, right? So at my job, we're not allowed to have like any metal shit on us, like as far as piercings or whatever. We're actually not allowed to have anything in the warehouse.
Right.
So this dude, like, for some reason, he always be asking me if I want to eat something. Like when I was in the break room, he's like, yo, do you want some Takis? I'm like, no, I don't even eat them shits. But I do eat them. It's just I didn't want his Takis. You know what I mean?
So why didn't you say no? Why you capping?
No, I did say no.
But why you capping?
What you mean why I'm capping?
You said you don't eat them, but you eat them.
He don't gotta know that.
That's cat though. He didn't have to know that you eat them or didn't eat them. You didn't have to say to him, I'm not suggesting that you say to him, no, thank you. I eat them, but I don't want any of yours. I'm not telling you to say that. You could have just said, no, I'm good.
That's what I'm telling you that I said. I didn't
say
no,
you said you don't eat them.
I didn't tell him
literally
that.
You literally just said.
He's trolling.
You literally just said,
he's literally
no, I don't eat them.
Right
no.
Now.
You literally said, no, I don't eat them, even though I do eat them, but I ain't telling him that.
Hey, yo, yo, James, you gonna let me finish? Or you
why did you feel a need to lie to this man? This is what I'm saying. Why you capping?
I don't know him. Who the fuck he is?
Let us answer the question. Why you capping? You capping for no reason.
That's even worse. It's an insignificant motherfucker that you don't even know.
So
Why the fuck you lying to him?
So he feel like he don't need to give him no real information about nothing.
There was no information that he had to give him at all. You want some? No.
He feels like he can say what he wants to this nigga.
He absolutely can.
Exactly. So that's it. So what? No,
niggas just walk around camping for no reason.
Like you just literally trolling for no reason.
Niggas walk right. You care.
Hold on. Do I do that with you?
That's my point.
Do I do that with you though?
That is my point.
But do I do that with you?
That's my exact point.
Yes or no? Do I do that with you?
No, that's my point.
Okay, so who the fuck cares that I do it with a fucking stranger?
Because you fucking capping.
He said he can cap with a rando. Fucking rando.
You damn right, nigga. Fuck them niggas. Fuck out of here.
Capping ain't about them. It's about you, my guy.
No, nigga, I don't give a fuck about nothing. I don't give a fuck about nothing. I don't give a fuck about none of that goofy shit.
He's saying this about him and how he react with people. And people
damn right, nigga.
Suck.
Fuck people.
Shit. Exactly. That's why I'm a lot to him. I don't give a fuck.
No, nigga, you supposed it's about you. Integrity is not about the other person.
Palm said that's that Florida shit.
You damn right.
Hey,
fuck that.
That's that Florida shit.
About none of that shit.
Florida on some bullshit always.
Man, whatever, nigga.
Yo,
anyway,
integrity is about you, not the other person.
Like, fuck that.
Nigga, fuck you think I give a fuck about my integrity with a stranger?
It's not about the other person. You literally.
I said, do you think I give a fuck about my integrity about what a stranger thinks? I don't care what they think about me.
Exactly. Fuck him.
He said
exactly. So if I lie to them,
integrity is about you, my guy.
He said he don't judge himself. He said he don't judge himself by how he treats strangers
at all. Nope.
Hey yo, Man of Beast said Eddie always want to eat. He the cookie monster.
Man. All right, Man of Beast.
Out here capping in the wild streets of his warehouse job.
But nah, finish, Eddie. What was you saying? So what happened?
Nah, so we in the warehouse, we can't have nothing on us or whatever, no cell phones, no keys, coins, whatever. So Buddy was like, "Oh, do you like combos?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You want some?" I was like, I just said yeah because I was like, I just don't want him talking to me no more. Like, stop asking me to eat shit. Like,
nigga, what the? Go ahead.
Nigga, that's how my brain works, dog.
So the first question, yes, you are bugging. But go ahead. You probably still right. Again, remember when you asked, are you bugging, or you paranoid, or you wrong? Oh, you right. I said it's probably all three.
But you don't even get like you're not even letting me get to the point of the story, though.
That's fine. No, continue.
No, man,
I had my answer for number one though already.
Man X is a very good point. Well, they them pizza combos though.
They were the pepperoni joints, and he was like, "Oh, I don't even."
You said my guy Addy Cap. That's hilarious, yo. Anyway, go ahead.
Hey, yo, Palm, I'm gonna have to see you. And Palm knows I love him too. Like, shit. Hey, yo, no, second. So he hands me the shit, and he's like, "All right, well," because we was like in the aisles where all the Raptors are at and shit.
It's the same nigga, right?
Yeah, well, he's a white dude. You know what I'm saying?
Well, okay.
Yeah. But
we use that interchangeable.
No. I just for context.
No, clarification purpose.
Yeah, you go.
No, you're right.
So he hands me this shit. I was like, so I took him. Then he was like, oh, just so you know, like in the aisles and shit where we like pick shit from, there's no cameras here. So like, be careful how you eat them, or when you eat it, or where you eat them. But every place else, there's cameras everywhere. So I'm like, no, okay, because I was gonna eat them shits anyway. Like I was definitely planning on throwing them shits away. Then he was like, also like, when you go through, you can't have them in your pocket because if you go through the metal detectors, that shit gonna pick up. I'm like, why'd you say that?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why'd you say like? And then it's also like, how the fuck did you get these in here then? You know what I mean? If the metal detector goes off in your pocket, how the fuck did you get them in here?
First of all, metal detectors don't detect trace elements of metal. So yeah, there may be trace elements of metal. And when I say metal, for people that don't understand, I mean the elements. I don't mean like that there's shrapnel inside of your combos. But yeah, metal detectors don't detect that.
No, my nigga, fuck facts. That's not what I'm talking about. All I'm saying is, why would you tell me that and you got them in here though? Like, how did you get them in?
I think I just answered that though. He's an idiot.
But then why would he tell me that?
Because he's an idiot. He's trying to be a helpful idiot. But
man, I was like, no, this nigga trying to get me jammed up, straight up. Like,
I don't know, yo.
No, but just to be on the cautious side, because I do my best not to break rules at my job. You know what I mean?
Yo.
So
unless he put metal in them.
That's why I didn't even eat them shits. I ain't fuck with that shit at all. Like, and the bag was already open too. So like, of course I'm not gonna eat that shit. And plus COVID out shit. You know what I mean? Like, I might do goofy shit, but I'm not a goofy nigga to where I don't like know the shit. Like, oh,
oh my God, Palm. Your Palm said he smoked them in his prison pocket.
Pew!
Oh, you saying he boofed it?
Yes.
Yo.
Yo.
Hey, yo, that's I mean that bag of combos was huge, my nigga. So I don't know how he pulled that off.
Hey, you don't know his life?
I don't want to know. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Nah, but so
Banner beats right. Never trust an open bag, yo.
Just saying. So what I did was I finessed the hell out of that shit. I'm like, damn, how the fuck I'm gonna get this shit out of here? Like, that means I gotta dump it in the not the dumpster, but like we gotta, you know how warehouses are. You have a place where they have the shit that compacts all the boxes and shit. What's that shit called?
The compactor?
No, you know it's called something else though. Stop playing with me, like.
No.
The baler.
Oh, the baler. Okay.
Yeah, the baler. And you know, like that's normally where all the trash goes. Like, you know what I mean?
We called the compactor. I worked at Phillips.
Oh, okay, cool. So
Hey, yo, you dumb. Yo, Napalm is dumb. That's that right there is such a private joke.
We ain't touched each other. I don't touch niggas' hands.
Yo, ignore this nigga, yo. This is a private joke from somebody that we actually know.
Oh, okay, I got you. Inside shit.
Nigga dumb.
So I was like, all right, well, I'm a punk fake like I'm about to throw shit out.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just grab a bunch of trash that was on the floor, and then I grabbed the box because I was gonna put the combos in the box. You know what I mean?
Right.
Taped it up and all that shit, and I did that shit in the aisle, like where all the Raptors are at and all that shit. So because he said there's no cameras there, so I'm just believe him for that because I feel like there's no cameras there, but whatever. So I did that, and then it was just so dope because nah, I think I finessed the fuck out of that shit because the thing is, like, in my compartment in my cab, like there was a bunch of papers over the combos anyway, so I just grabbed the combos with the stacks of paper and put it in a box. So like you ain't gonna see the combos. You just think I'm throwing out paper. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah. So I take the shit up, put it on the pallet with all the other like little trash I had. Then I went past inventory. I was like, yo, do y'all need y'all trash thrown out? Because I saw them cleaning up and she was like, yo, y'all want your trash thrown out? They was like, yeah. They're like, oh damn, Jamie, you so nice.
You're so helpful.
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. Keep thinking.
So again, as I predicted, I believe the answer to all three questions is yes.
I was bugging. I did the most of that shit.
You was bugging because of the whole.
But like, listen though, but
if you're not gonna take it, don't take it.
But what if I was correct though? Like that
was the third question. Were you right? Yeah.
No, I'm saying like, what if like the nigga was trying to, you know?
He might have been. That's what I'm saying. But that's why I'm saying you was bugging because like you started off with a no. Keep the no going. Keep that same energy.
Nah, because then he always like stops and talks to me with shit, and
but
sometimes he do
minutes before,
but sometimes he do be helpful. No, it's
minutes before it was fuck him.
It's always fuck.
Okay, so keep that energy.
It's always that.
Keep the same energy. You want these combos? Nah, I don't eat.
I ain't doing all that.
First of all,
basically,
if he'd have said that. That would have truly been Kevin.
That niggas literally see me eat lunch. Like
his hat
was
big.
Fuck that.
His hat was blue.
Yo,
keep
James,
your eyes in your head.
Why don't you just tell me the regular shit? Like just
keep your eyes in your head, nigga. Don't watch me eat lunch. Fuck you doing?
James, I love the fuck out of you, yo, because you wilding, dog. Like
I'm saying, fuck with yo. If you say fuck him and I can lie to him,
no, it ain't
keep
like
the same energy.
Like he did something.
I know that. I get that. But what I'm saying is, if you had this paranoia, there was absolutely no good reason for you to take the combos. You don't know that.
I just took it so he could stop talking to me.
So you saying he never will offer you something again? So you're saying that you think that accepting something from him, offering,
right?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, I got what you're saying. I get you.
If you hit him with the no a couple times, eventually he might get the idea. But if you Then he like, oh, and for all you know, he might be trying to be your friend. So you give him these combos, and he take them.
I don't give
like,
a fuck.
Oh yeah, he took them. I'm gonna go ahead and offer him more things.
Oh no, that's out. Like,
nah. You don't know that, nigga.
So what I'm saying is out. I'm not saying yes again.
Okay,
you know right. Because that shit was stressful. I'm like, yo, it was like 30 minutes before we was leaving. Like, I had to finesse the fuck out of that shit. Like, by the time he gave it to me, to that 30 minutes before he was getting off, I was like, this is how we finesse this shit, yo.
Yo, Palm is bugging. Yo, say you want some combos, Addy? Addy sweats profusely.
Yo, Paul.
Yo, strangers even putting pressure on Addy. That's funny. Yo, said strangers even putting pressure on Addy.
That nigga say you want some combos, Addy? Addy sweats.
I've been trying to tell y'all. I don't like Palm is a troll, yo.
I don't like him no more.
This shit here, this used to be back and forth all day long. We in there playing video games all day long. It's all day long is that.
Yo, I got a diss track for Palm.
Like, damn.
No, I'm just saying.
No, you don't. We all know that's not.
Oh, yo,
hey, yo, chill,
this nigga don't rap. So what the fuck? How you gonna have a diss track if you don't rap? Oh, you gonna sing?
Maybe. You don't know.
All right, bet. Nah, I produce it.
Nah, it's cool.
And he said he gonna make his own beats now.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Because you keep playing with him.
Yeah.
I keep playing with him. Okay. Yo, how many beats you got that I made that you ain't how many beats that I made that you got on your computer that you ain't do nothing with?
Hey yo, so this is the end of Black Horse. We love y'all. Shots of Metas, mutants, all that.
Yo, I have an Addy folder. Matter of fact, hold on real quick.
This nigga said he got.
I just want to. This has nothing to. This is. I'm not trolling Addy anymore.
I know you good.
This is just me.
I can take the troll.
No, I'm legitimately.
No, I'm just saying, but I can take it. You know, like because I be fucking with y'all all the time. Like
I'm legitimately not
really
trolling
do though.
Anymore. He does. Y'all just don't be saying that shit.
I be
like
all the time.
But I legitimately do have an Addy folder somewhere over. Let me see.
I'm gonna send you shit to add to it too.
How does that work? You don't rap anymore.
I didn't say it was gonna be rap shit.
I'm not adding nothing that's not music. I'm not adding nothing that's not music, nigga.
Oh,
cool. Where is it? Addy. I have an Addy folder. Nice. And it has things in it. I mean, ignore these things because these are beats. Apparently, he doesn't. Oh, and these are beats as well. Apparently, they don't.
So let's ignore like the past 5 months, like you know.
No, I'm talking about like the past 2.5 months. That's really.
But nigga, like you already know what I've been going through.
No, everything before that. Addy, you know they would tell fables. Yes, they would tell fables.
So I wasn't on point before though.
No, you were two different people. Is the point that I'm making. Like this, you is a variant. Is the point that I'm making.
So I'm like now I'm like Venom and
no. You watched Loki, right?
Yeah. No, I haven't. Actually, I haven't.
Okay.
The movie shit. So no, I haven't seen.
You don't get the.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. Yeah. God damn it. Damn it, man. I really wanted you to have watched Loki so you could have understood the point that I was making.
No.
But it is what it is. Yeah, see, Keith all about that smoke. He said, show us the receipts. So these are the receipts. Ladies and gentlemen, these are all beats. This right here, these are beats for Addy. These are beats for Addy.
So there's no songs. Oh, just
there are 2 songs.
That's the only.
There are 2 songs. I said there are 2 songs. There are 2 songs.
There's more than 2 though. There got to be more than 2.
No, I'm talking about just in this folder.
Oh,
no,
in that folder.
Yeah, no. Yeah, absolutely. There are more songs than that. But again,
that's all I'm asking.
This is a variant version. No. What I'm saying is, this is a variant version of Adequate. The old Adequate.
Addy said
that nigga was ruthless.
Like, but there are songs in it. Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I'm just checking.
There are 2 songs in here. That's funny. Okay, there are 2 songs in here out of like 30 or so files. So, and to be fair, this folder is specifically jingles for his game room. Mm-hmm. So that's cool. That they don't really require lyrics.
No, but I rap
He did. He did.
Right?
No, he did. He did. But look at the date though. Look at the date though.
Yeah, but that's when I was like rapping, like because I could.
No, that's when you was That's when you was rapping.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You don't got to add the second one. Rapping means that you're doing it and you're doing it at a high level. You just not rapping at all.
But you know why though? Like, stop playing.
I know. I'm not. At no point did I frame this as a negative thing. I'm just saying this is the date. This say 7.
Are you saying you want me to get back to rapping?
Yes, I want you to start rapping. It gets says 7/19/2020. By the way,
give me time.
For the people that can't see, I'm not rushing you.
Like I'm moving to my new spot on the 29th. I'll probably of October. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't feel comfortable. For real, I don't feel comfortable recording over here. Like for real.
No, you good.
I don't know why. Like it's just weird. Like I try and like it's always a dub all the time. Always.
Dubs are not really dubs.
Well, this is what it sounds like when dubs
cry. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Absolutely. On that note, this is over.
We would like to thank
all of the fun out of it,
and thanks for y'all letting me get that little tidbit out too.
No, fuck him.
Listen,
that's my energy. Fuck him.
I'm saying thanks for letting me get that tidbit out.
I'm saying I'm with you.
Oh, fuck him. Oh yeah.
Jada put a cap in the comments. We like to thank all of you. we like to thank all of you for taking the time out once again. Come on the show Saturday morning cartoons today with more Twitch. Let's switch to Twitch.
Hey, yo, shouts to Palms. Palms ass. Shouts to Keith too. Oh God.
So yeah, we really appreciate y'all. Make sure you check out Addie's Game Room.
So you can hear my jingles. So you gotta actually interact with the shit though. Like
for real.
Yeah, you do.
You gotta show up.
Yeah, you gotta interact with it here. Comment, like it, something.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Also, don't forget to check out Metas and Mutants. Even though I'm taking a hiatus off there, Cyrus will still be putting out episodes and stuff. So check that out anywhere you listen to podcasts.
We busy, y'all. I don't know if we like fully explain. Like in the beginning, we talked about it, but I don't feel like it was like
super. We're super busy.
Yeah,
super busy. Also check out the Majestic Comics Patreon.
Yeah,
help us once again continue to put out comic book series. We're getting close to launch. A couple of little things we had to actually go back and do, but once that's done, the book will be complete. I think it looks amazing. Me personally, but I am biased. I
mean,
I am biased.
No, you're biased in a way, but in the way that matters, you're not, because that's true. You didn't draw it.
No, I want a quality.
Yeah, you didn't draw it, so
it's true. It's true.
You could have been like, hey, I don't like this. Go back to the drawing board.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. So go check out that. Also the Rise podcast tomorrow.
Yeah.
12 p.m. EST with me and Coach Squeeze and a whole host of. I think Coach Cobb's gonna be on there. Maybe Coach Calvin might pop in. And maybe the lint ball Swami himself, Coach Kenny pops in. You never know. We talk about boxing, the sport, just overall the training, all of that other stuff on there as well. Multi-world doing it. Multi-world doing it. You know what I'm saying? We out here, and there's more of this to come. So for my man SPJ, you and my other guy Adequate,
I
am Tombstone the Dead Man, and for the greater multi-world entertainment family, yes, that does include all of you, we are out. Peace.